her. And ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Tristan, I'm gonna put it in your Discord thing.
Yep.
So, okay.
Ooh, Robert posted the cinnamon rolls. Those look good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
I found a Cinnabon clone where the person actually like researched all the ingredients online and figured out how to do them. So
Can you send that to us?
Yes.
yeah, sure thing.
Thank you.
Man.
I really like those themed napkins in the back.
America.
What kind of
True patriotism.
icing did you use?
It was
American.
cream cheese icing with lemon juice actually. And I used the amount the recipe called for, but I think I should probably go with half of what it needs because it was a little lemony.
I hate cream cheese icing for some reason.
That is too bad.
It
You
is.
lack culture and depth.
I love my cream cheese. I just don't like it with my sugar.
We're live.
Hey.
Perfect timing. You know,
Yay.
once we now have proof that Tristan's a monster, that he doesn't like cream cheese. Yeah.
I like cream cheese. I don't mind icing, but once cream cheese becomes sugary, oh, it's terrible for some reason.
An incorrect opinion, but that's okay.
So wait, do you not like cheesecake?
No, I don't
Oh
like
my
cream
God,
cheese.
cheesecake's so good,
I know,
though.
I know. People say
I'm not like the biggest fan of cheese, just because I don't like super stinky cheese.
I love it.
What? I don't. I like.
You like cheese.
I like.
You guys are
smoke-
making me want cheese. I'll be right back.
I like smoky cheese. Okay.
Okay, you
I
have a
love-
limited palette of cheeses
Yes,
that you
I
like.
do.
Okay.
I can't do like
What
those.
about nice aged white cheddar?
Cheddar's fine. I can do cheddar. There are some like super smelly cheeses I just can't do. It just smells like feet.
I mean,
I know, like,
I
any
think
of the good tasting cheese is terrible, am I right, Pete?
super smelly cheeses. Most people hit a limit with that, unless you're French, in which case you like them smelly.
That's the norm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we're live.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are Questionable Role Models, and before we get started, let's do some character introductions. I'll start. I'm the DM.
The best character.
Yes.
Wow, you
Actually, no, it's more like every hated character ever.
Our
Wrapped
favorite
in
villain.
one.
Mhm.
That's me. I will be your dungeon master for today, and most likely for many weeks to come. Parky Park or Peter, doesn't matter. Either way, next we have Duke. Duke, if you don't mind introducing yourself, your character, what they might look like, their personality, maybe what, if you want, I'll say you can say what you might be feeling.
Okay. Hi, I'm Duke. I'm playing Agronak Scarfist. He is a half orc, half Goliath pugilist with the way of the fist, or boxer. He likes to punch things. He likes to have a good time. He's very loyal to his friends. He doesn't always make the best decisions. I'll own up to that. But you know, he means well. Right now, I reckon he's feeling a little more hopeful, seeing as how we're calling in the homies. But you know, we'll see how things go.
All right. Next we have Toby. Toby, please introduce your character.
I'm Toby. I play Rowan, the half-elf assassin who was formerly a crow and has since been trying to find a way to turn back again permanently. And he's depressed and anxious and grumpy when he's in his person form. And that's it.
Big mood.
Relatable.
Yeah,
He hates this flesh prison of his.
I was gonna
Very
say,
relatable.
Yeah, the big 3 to 4 things that we all suffer from, right?
Yep.
All right. Next we have Dylan.
Hi, I'm playing Zenduri Valur, or the main cleric. Right now she's happy to be going home for a little bit, but still really pissed at Tristan. Michelle.
What?
Tristan. And Victor. Not
What?
Victor. The less handsome version.
What?
Dracula.
Oh, Dracula. Drake action.
Drake action. Okay, next we have Tristan.
Hello, I'm Tristan. Play a character called Michelle Alderan, College of the Swords Bard, Tiefling, long black hair, likes to wear colorful clothing, very mischievous, likes to fuck around with the party to the point of potentially killing party members, not by his choice. Uh, yeah, and currently is pretty excited to leave the city for a bit so he can get away from the madness.
Okay, fantastic. Next we have Victor. I mean Gia, playing Victor.
We are interchangeable.
I'm already like, you know, looking only at your character names when I'm looking at it.
It's okay. Victor and I are basically the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm playing Victor Cannon. He is a Lightborn fighter and first level paladin. No, I need to yell some more.
No. You're good. I'm actually turning you down a bit.
Whoa, a first.
I know.
Anyway, so he is a former actor, and he is handsome but dumb. That's it
All right.
for today.
Next we have Robert.
Hello, I'm Robert. I'm playing Oscar Iron Fist. He's a Battle Rager Barbarian / Pact of the Hexblade Warlock. And he's pretty brash and likes big fights. And right now he's a little conflicted because he's kind of messed up a lot of stuff and almost killed several party members. And then again, almost killed several party members. And yeah, so he's kind of trying to figure out where he fits into all this and how to chat with Spira, and might be looking into this Cord God fellow.
Okay. All right. And let's get into a bit of the recap. Last time, or last week, you all barely made it out of sabotaging the stages and freeing Michelle and Rowan from this massive charm effect. Who you guys managed to clear their charm by knocking them out and then kind of resetting them, bringing them back up. Along the way back, trying to meet up with your separated team members. However, you guys were in the Undercity, and when you kind of found each other and attempted to break through the wall that is literally keeping you guys at one side or the other, you guys accidentally hit it so hard that it broke the floor and collapsed it a couple hundred feet straight down through multiple levels. And in the rubble, you guys actually saw nearby that there was a massive door and with giant runes on it. Finding a way to open it, you guys saw that it was an empty tomb of sorts with a angry, almost just constantly churning like cloud that was shooting lightning in different places, and even actually managed to strike a lot of you guys, and it did a ton of damage. So you guys are like, yeah, let's fucking get out of here. After that, you guys made it out and eventually ran into Don Gigante. After realizing that you guys should probably get more allies on your side, that you guys might be a little short-handed for dealing with a whole city now that Drake Action is slowly taking control of the whole city. You guys, with the help of Don Gigante, had made it into his like secret underground area which he has built as a safe haven for him and his kin. You all asked to use his teleportation circles and talked amongst each other on who you guys want to call within the next 2 to 3 days, and came up with a list. And that list was, I believe it was Loston from Lost and Found that you guys are friends with, and some of you guys have traveled and adventured with. He seemed to have been traveling with a group of adventurers himself, and said they were about 2 to 3 days out if they rush. And they were already on their way to Masuro anyway, so it works out. The other three that you guys invited was Mugli, which is Zan's predecessor, I guess, guardian, and someone within her church that within the Church of Helm that kind of guided Zan and taught her what she knows. The next person is Coriel, which now in this group, the only person that actually truly kind of knows him is Michelle, and partially Agronak, as Agronak had realized something about him and wanted to talk to him with it. And then finally it was Dimitri. Dimitri was the third person that you guys decided to invite when Rowan went to talk to Michelle to have him contact Dimitri on possibly helping out with this dangerous situation. So that's where we're picking up. You guys are under the city. You guys learned that Don Gigante and the creator that has invited him to that whole ordeal, they are not charmed. You guys were short-staffed, and you guys are still there. And we're not doing a little time skip, like 2 days forward. We're gonna just pick it up from here. So wherever you guys are traveling, what spells you guys are using to do all that, you guys have to play it out. And this also gives you a chance to kind of get to know a few of the other individuals that are already here, like Creator Cottonnail and Don Gigante or Sona or Tilly that are here. Otherwise, you would see kids, younger individuals, or even some older individuals that seem to know their way around the city, that work for Don Gigante, that are coming in and out with information or with a bit of supplies here or there. So that's what this is what we're picking up. So take it away.
Are we all still in the safe house? Not the safe house, but like the hideout?
Yeah, you guys are all in the hideout.
No one left yet?
No. Don Gigante sitting behind his big chair. You can see that Tilly's next to Sono's bed, and Creator Cottonnail is actually sitting in this like large, comfy couch, kind of laying back into it and reading a book that was brought to her.
She is a really old woman, right?
She's not really old, but she's definitely in her. Well, I guess you could kind of say really old. She's probably in her 70s. She's a halfling.
That's pretty old.
Yeah.
I figure I'm still in the side room setting up the shrine.
Okay.
Oh, I was with you for that.
Yeah.
Showing you the basics.
Yeah.
And Michelle, I'm sure you're just finishing up, and you talked to Rowan just now about inviting, Dimitri.
So,
Wait.
You cut out.
Rowan. Oh, sorry. Rowan, may I have a word with you?
Sure. Did you contact Dimitri okay?
I don't have any spells for that currently. I could do that in the morning.
Okay.
Think your brother do this?
Sorry, you keep cutting out.
Am I? I'm so sorry.
It might be your internet. Your video's frozen.
Yeah.
Your video freezes every once in a while, too.
Okay.
Is your mom watching a lot of YouTube videos?
No one's that.
I mean, it is technically a thing. You could take up somebody else's bandwidth, so.
Do you
Stop
think
watching
Dimitri would be
British
okay
Bacon.
With what?
with helping us? You
I mean,
know, taking out drink.
he should be fine. At least he's helping me, you know. He loves his older brother, so.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to send a message till tomorrow morning.
Alright, that sounds hopefully good.
I'm gonna try to get some sleep so I can go early in the morning. Wanna travel with me there if he's willing to?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. Gonna head over to the Dawn. May I? Do you have resting quarters where I could sleep?
He kind of looks over at Tilly, and then calls for her to show you guys. There's plenty of different rooms, but they're all spread out, and a few of them are like it's literally a spider work of hallways and doors, and a lot of these are not meant to look like doors. They're fake doorways that are trapped. Tilly points them out. Like it's definitely better if you guys don't stray too far from here, because you could get lost. But she shows you to the closest. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the closest one so I can't forget.
Yeah, and each one has two bunk beds. It's a very crammed little room, but there's one desk and a candle that you guys can lit in each area that's kind of set up. And you're not sure how many rooms there are in total or how close they are to each other, but each one has 4 places to rest. And for like Agronac, that it will definitely be a tight fit in these tiny rooms.
Well, thanks for showing me around. You take care.
No problem. As she quickly darts back, you what's it called? Is it just you that went? Who else?
Hmm?
Did anyone else go? Okay, never mind. Yeah, she quickly darts away then.
Yep. And I'll fall asleep.
Okay. The rest of you all, Zan, you take a few hours doing the sanctuary thing. What about Agronac, Rowan, and Oscar? What are you guys doing? Excuse me.
Gross.
Could I talk to Sono?
He's out and unconscious.
Is he?
Wake him up.
He's bandaged up, and they seem to have done physical care, like physical medicinal care, not magical medicinal care, as they don't seem to have anyone that can do that on hand. But he is still unconscious.
Okay.
Or sleeping.
Okay. Never mind that.
Yeah.
I think Oscar would try and find Zan while she was setting up this temple place. Walk up. And, hey Zan, do you have a moment to talk while you're doing that?
I mean, yeah, Victor, can continue doing that chant I just taught you. I'll be back, but if you stop, we'll have to start over again from the beginning.
Okay.
All right, what's up, Oscar?
Well, I was wondering if you maybe knew any way that could try and help me not be mind controlled by Drake in 2 days, because that's probably gonna happen.
Have we figured out how he does it?
Well, I would think it's probably some instrument or music related thing, but I mean, I have a spell that'll stop it if it's like his innate vampirism powers, but if it's anything else, he's probably gonna get me, and then I might hurt you all a lot.
The best thing I can think of is like before we get into a fight, I cast silence on you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to hear anything unless it's you guys saying something, right? But
yeah, I don't have to hear whoever you're killing screaming, so it's a win-win on both our parts.
Yeah, yeah. So,
and like, I mean, I've heard you can put like rocks in your ears, I guess, in case that doesn't work or something.
I mean, I think wax would be easier, but Could grind up some rocks.
Can't you like thunderclap yourself or whatever that spell you do is and deafen yourself?
No, I can do shatter, but that just explodes everything around me.
Right. Okay, we'll go with plan A. I'll silence you. Plan B, I like stick a knife in your ears.
I mean, that might work. If I'm permanently
I
deaf,
don't-
would it
why
not?
would-
That could work. Permanently deafen everyone in our party.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's a plan C. A is silence, B is rocks in your ears, and
I'm not at
C is
that
knives
four
in our
letters
ears.
I know right now. I'll just stick with A and B. I'm good with those.
Okay, then.
Alright, anything else? I gotta get back. I think Victor's like
No.
losing tune right now.
No, thanks for the ideas. Otherwise, I was kind of worrying about doing what we do in 2 days.
Not a problem. I mean, we got backup, so it's not like it's gonna be too hard. I don't think. Unless he controls our backup, and our backup tries to kill us.
Yeah, that's gonna happen probably.
We should warn our backup to like not go. We'll talk about this later. I gotta go back to the ritual.
Yeah.
Have I
Good
become
luck.
this predictable?
Victor, I said hold E sharp. God.
Mm, I'm trying.
Okay.
Peter, are you doing like a ASMR video over there?
Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Didn't sound bad. It just sounded like you're doing an ASMR video.
I thought I was like far enough away from the mic, and the mic is supposed to be directional. But all right, sorry about that.
Trying to widen our audience.
Yes, you know
Please
me.
watch us play D&D while also doing some ASMR sounds in the
While
background.
I'm just messing with this Rubik's cube on the side.
It's not a bad ASMR sound, I feel like, honestly.
And then I'm going to behead the monster and mount its head on my axe.
That's a nat 20.
All right.
We should try to do an ASMR stream.
I mean, technically, we have decent enough quality mics to do that, but I don't know about you guys. Either way, we are. You guys are taking the rest of the day kind of off, right? To finish what you guys are doing, resting up.
Oh yes, resting.
Okay. You guys take a long rest. It's hard to tell if it's day or night in here. There is a weird kind of clock that doesn't have any hours on it. It just has 4 handles, 4 kind of time spots, and you can see the handle goes from one to the other at a certain point, just kind of like, you know, and each one it says high noon, and then the opposite on the south side, on the bottom side has like midnight, and otherwise it's, you know, up to you guys to guess depending on where the handle is. As after you guys are finished with a long rest, you guys can continue. One of the few things you would notice when you kind of start moving around is that Sono is up and about, but Don Gigante and the creator are both gone.
Okay. So,
I guess.
I see that no one.
huh?
See behind me. Yeah, anyone have any ideas where?
You keep cutting out,
Well-
Tristan.
I am so sorry.
Like most gnomes, they're sneaky and inconspicuous. So they're probably stealing something right now.
Wow, Zan, I feel like when this is over,
I have a lot of unresolved issues. I'm sorry.
we
That
need
was-
to we need to talk about your racism once we're done with Drake action. Your racism against small races.
But I mean, to be fair, since they're technically criminals right now, they would be stealing anything to be helping us.
Well, yeah, but it's not because they're gnomes.
No, the Dawn's out there getting information. Sono kind of grumbles. And I would hope that you show actual respect to him once you return.
My meeting's
Well,
the Dawn's back.
well, that would have been nice to tell us when I asked where he went. So, are we ready to head out?
I'm good to go whenever. I got all my equipment.
Okay.
I mean, I
Where-
might come with you guys and see if we can find something to fill our ears with.
Who's going where?
So I'm planning to send a message to Dimitri in Mox, and if he is willing to come, then I'm gonna go to Mox and bring him here. Then
Okay.
after that, I think Zan and I are going to your city.
Who's your mine?
Zan's city.
Oh, okay.
Mosoro.
We're going to the temple, yeah,
Yeah.
to collect people and then teleport back. Or, wait, no, wasn't the plan you were gonna wait a day and then teleport back? Because that was the whole reason I set up the sanctuary.
Yes, for spell purposes, I think.
I was gonna teleport there
Yeah.
and then wait a day and teleport back.
Yep.
And then you were gonna go visit someone because you can teleport places. Right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
I need to bring Dimitri first.
Okay.
Don't worry, he'll come. If I have to drag him here, I will.
Dimitri's in Mox, right?
Yes.
I mean, if we go there, the families might be interested in, some of their members being mind controlled and taken hostage.
They also might get upset that Masurio let this happen to such important people.
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely don't take failure well.
And not only that, can you imagine what other countries or kingdoms would think if Masurio is in a weakened state right now?
I mean, I was more worried about the families, actively trying to kill us, but yeah, that's bad too.
What it don't know. They can't do anything about.
I only heard that last sentence from you.
Well, I think he said what they don't know.
They can't
do anything about. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Maybe tell them afterwards that we successfully saved some members of them rather than beforehand.
As you guys are looking about, you also realize Inspire's not here.
Just like those
Well,
tieflings.
fuck. Okay, Zan.
She's probably
What about
just
the-
invisible in a closet.
Hmm.
Wait, where were we supposed to meet your business partner again?
I believe he was a couple. He was headed towards Masoro.
No, he was headed towards Masurio already.
Masurial,
He's
yeah.
2 to 3 days out.
Wasn't he like in between? Closer to the Zan's temple?
No, he was still closer to Masurio. That's what you guys said.
So he's just gonna head here,
Yeah, that's what you
like
guys
on
said.
his own volition. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that saves me spell slots.
Same.
So I'm good to head out. You guys doing your thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna send a message to Dimitri. Hey Dimitri, Mysterials needs your help. I'll fill in more when I get there. Take care.
XOXO.
Alright.
3 hearts. That's 6 characters right there. That's like half my message.
Rowan's just standing there, sending hearts to my brother, my little brother.
Alright. So,
Well, who would like to come to Mox with me?
I will go.
I'll come try and get some good wax or something for our ears.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Zan, can I come with you, or do you have to go alone?
No, you can come. I got a surprise for you.
Oh, okay, then I'll definitely go.
Dude.
It's backbreaking manual labor.
Oh no.
Zan, I don't mean to cramp your style, but you think I could come with you to your temple?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to introduce you to Moogly.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Oh, okay. I guess you can come.
Alright. As you guys prepare to go your separate ways, Michelle, you gather Oscar and Rowan and gather at the teleportation circle that you've set up. or that is already set up, and you cast your spell. And where are you doing that abandoned teleportation circle? That
Yes.
Okay. You cast it. You, as the rift opens and you guys all rush through.
Yep.
On the other side, you realize this place is half collapsed now. Like, you guys get through, the teleportation circle works. It's just that it's in worse for wear already. It's actually, like, the teleportation circle is, like, partially elevated. And you can see in the corners, it must have rained because there's, like, 2 inches of water. It's just kind of stagnant and smelly, you know. And this is, like, in a partial basement. So, yeah. And not only that, like, you can see cracks in the ceiling. It's, large chunks have kind of fallen onto the teleportation sigil. It's not in good condition. No one is taking care of it.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but if you want to continue using this, we might need to, clean this up, repair a bit.
I mean, this is a shack, so you might even just be able to buy it.
Possibly.
Oscar,
Some-
can you eat these rocks?
That's not how it works, but sure.
Alright, get to it.
I'm going to grab a rock and go to stick it in my mouth and then just toss it behind me and pretend like I ate it.
You could give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Ro, you could give me a perception check. Yeah, it clearly is visible. It kind of like falls behind his neck, you know.
Delicious rocks.
You dropped your rock.
Oh, I guess I can't eat it now.
Alright, how are we gonna clean this up if Oscar isn't gonna eat the rocks?
I don't know, pay someone? We could do it. Either or.
We've got all day, I guess.
Money, time.
We do have time, as Zan needs a full day to teleport back.
Okay, so while you guys are doing this, I want to just do the other part. Zan, Victor, and Akranak, you guys gather at this small temporary sanctuary that you guys have created. What are you doing?
I put my hands in the formation taught by Helm, and I shout out, "Helm, guide us!" And I cast word.
Cast word of recall. Okay. You get up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary. You and your creatures that teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you've designated when you prepared your sanctuary. Got it. Okay. So as you teleport back, Zan, Agranak and Victor, you guys are teleported with Zan, and this teleportation feels different. It's not like jarring, you know, every time you guys go through a teleportation circle or dimension door or something like that, it almost draws the air out of your lungs. But this one, it almost feels like you're kind of gently pushed forward, and the next thing you notice is that, like, everything kind of goes white, and the next thing you notice is that you are in a different place. And what you see is a small hall aligned on either side with different armors that have been placed out in full sets. They are either, a lot of them are mixed matched armors, some of them are very well decorated, but each one seems to just have gathered dust and, you know, is almost watching you guys. It looks like you guys are walking down a bunch of different coated armors. And at the end of this small hall, you can see what looks like, I believe it was a, didn't pull it up properly. I think I described it as it was a throne with a armored individual sitting, and on the right glove you could see a sigil of Helm that is very similar to the one that is on Zan's gauntlet as well. And this imposing armored figure is designed and carved so you can't see. It's kind of black where the visor would be, and it kind of disappears into darkness. Um, the area is dimly lit, and as you guys step forward, your feet kind of clack onto the floorway. It's kind of quiet right now.
Oh, that was weird.
Hmm.
Welcome to my temple. You've been here before, Victor, but not you, Aggie.
Yes, that's
Yeah, it's a
true.
nice looking place.
Before Mander gets really pissed at you, Victor, go pay respects to the statue.
How do I do that?
You just kind of like I just kneel down and pretend I'm praying.
Who's that voice out there?
We're praying.
Oh, yep. Okay, I'll run up to the statue and kneel down.
Yeah,
I guess.
as you kneel down, around the corner, you notice at the end of the hall, it splits into the left and right hallways. And around from the right corner, you could see a old, very old man, short gray hair, wrinkled skins with liver spots. As he sees somebody kneel before Helm, he kind of walks by and goes, "Straighten your back," and smacks you in the back as you adjust yourself, Victor.
Wow.
And he looks over at where Zan is. Who's the tall one?
That's Agranak. He's never been here before.
I'm Agranak.
You met Victor. You know Victor.
Yes. He's the one that we have prepared for. Alright.
Prepared
Yes.
for.
I'm going to go. Mowgli should be ready soon. As he kind of hobbles away, he takes a look back and goes, "You don't need more help than Mowgli, do you?"
I mean, you like hurt yourself getting out of bed, so it's really not the place for you, old man.
Now, don't judge me by my age. I've done more things than you will ever do. Alright?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. Why don't you go sit down in the hallway and pray? I grab Victor and I run towards where the rooms are.
Okay.
Okay.
Agradak, you're just kind of left there as Zan rushes Victor away to where one of the hallways that, to the right hallway that actually Mandra came out of.
Third wheel.
Yeah. What do you, I'm gonna ask, what are you doing, Agradak, and what are Zan and Victor doing? So, separately, what are you guys all doing?
Is this old man still there?
He walked into the left hallway. You could follow him if you want to see what's up, but
Yeah, let me go see what he's doing.
okay. As you start following him into the left hallway, you hear armored boots kind of clacking towards you as Mandra takes a right turn, and you could smell like some food being prepped, and you could actually hear two younger voices just kind of bickering amongst each other. It's like, no, this is what, we need to put this in here, and they're all arguing. And you could see, though, coming out of that area where Mandra just went in is a tall 7'1", purple furred lady. As she approaches around the corner, she seems to have a big breastplate on. She has kind of these armored greaves, and a gauntlet, and a single gauntlet similar to Zan's. As she has a big smile and notices you, is like, hello. What are you? Who are you? Why are you in our temple?
I'm Agranak. I'm a friend of Zan's. Vic.
I see. And where is that?
They went the other way. I didn't want to really bother them. Those crazy kids.
As she's like, have you eaten this morning?
No. Surprisingly, I skipped breakfast.
Well, perfect. Korean Crow has made breakfast for Mandra, and I'm sure they've made more, like they always do. Come join us. As she kind of leads you into where Mandra kind of took his turn in, and you realize it's kind of like a dining quarter where there's, kitchen utensils to one side, a old shoddy table, a dining table that the kids are lining up with some food. A manager kind of sitting down, you know, yelling at the kids to do things right, basically. The rest of you, while you're dealing with that, I want to go to Zan and Victor, and then we'll go back to Michelle, Oscar, and Rowan.
Okay.
Alright, Victor, so you remember where my room was, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So a little farther. This is my room.
Mm-hmm.
And right next door is your room. And I open the door.
Oh, what? I have my own room?
It's as Zan, you open the door. It's simple, there's nothing really to it. There's actually no windows in here because you guys are inside a mountain that the temple's built in. But there is a symbol kind of faintly etched into the wall in the back that you guys can see of a helm. And there's a bed, maybe a little nicer than Zan's, slightly newer, it seems like, and a small table with a small candle that you guys can light. Otherwise, it's very simple.
This is so nice. Thank you. I didn't know you were making me a room.
Yeah, I've been sending Moogly messages like all.
Oh. I'm gonna hug
and-
her.
Oh, okay.
Hug check. What do I roll? Grapple.
No, it's fine.
Or not. I don't actually know. I probably do with a 6.
I got Moogly to sneak a mirror in. You're
Okay.
not allowed to have mirrors or any
Yeah,
personal
usually-
effect when it's under your pillow.
Wow.
Yeah, as Zan, you lift a pillow, there is a small hand mirror there.
Aw. Thank you. You know what I like.
No problem.
Myself.
So whenever you stay here, you're whatever training or doing stuff at the temple, this is your room.
Well, thank you.
It's a place to call home if you ever need a home.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Awesome. Now we gotta figure out what we're doing for the next 24 hours because I can't use that spell again.
Well, what is there to do in this town?
Well, Michelle still owes me money, but he gave me some.
Okay.
So like, I want to go buy something.
Like what?
I don't know. Stuff. We'll figure something out.
Things.
Just shopping in general?
I got 500 gold to burn.
Well, I have some gold too, so I'm fine with that.
Technically, I gotta like give some of. I'm supposed to give this to the church, but I'm waiting till Michelle gives me the other 2,000 to give to the church.
That's fine. I won't tell anyone if you don't.
Okay, good. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
So while you go deal with that, let's go back to Rowan, Michelle, and Oscar. Hello.
I hand Oscar another rock to eat.
I'm gonna give up and try and eat it.
You know you don't have to eat it. I'm aware you can't eat rocks. I believe this is what you call a.
I'm just gonna look Rowan dead in
That's
the
a
eye and
joke.
try and chew it.
Okay. Give me a. I'm gonna say give me a strength and a con strength check, and then just a flat strength check, and then a con
Okay.
save. Okay. Okay. The rock, actually, it's more like plaster that they put this place together with, so it kind of breaks apart a bit in your mouth as you chew down. You guys can hear the gritting sound of his teeth. And Oscar, you just, some of it
Delicious.
goes down. Some of the harder bits you just kind of
What's
spit
wrong
out to the
with
side.
you? That's how you break teeth.
Can you
That
not
makes
take
it
a
better.
joke? Also very impressive. I didn't know you could actually eat rocks. Changes everything.
My people are amazing.
Truly.
All right.
So now what? Do we want to eat more rocks?
No, I
prefer
feel
a
like
real
that's
one.
a terrible idea.
Oh, come on, they're delicious. You all should try.
Sure, I'll try a rock.
Give me a just splash strength check and then a con save.
This is what happens when our part of the group goes and does stuff. We eat rocks in a basement.
Oops, sorry.
You swear you hear something crack in your teeth.
That's what I meant. That was a strength save.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
The roll,
I
the
cracked
modifier.
a tooth.
Yeah, you cracked a tooth.
Oh no.
And I will pick up this rock and drop it because I am not eating rocks. What's wrong with me too?
I was curious. I don't know what my kind can do.
Don't you love the earthy texture?
It was disgusting. I'd much rather have that burnt fish that you made.
I mean, that was pretty good too.
I forgot about that.
I can bake for all of us when we get back.
I used to eat garbage, but you know, like, no.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Rowan and I are planning to go to find Dimitri. What are your plans, Oscar?
I figure I'm gonna try and hit like a general store and grab some decent wax, and then I can clear
good.
this place out, I guess.
I rip a piece of paper out of my book and write some stuff down. Here's a shopping list. I need to get these things, and while you're there, might as well pick these up.
Oh, what's on the list?
It has jade dust on it. Around 100 gold worth, as well as 100 gold worth of rare chalks and inks. The stuff that I use for teleportation circle.
I'm gonna need a bit of a loan because I've got 13 gold to my name.
And I hand you 300.
Oh, okay. Wow. You're just so rich. It's easy to forget.
This is from the group gold.
Oh, okay.
I mean, these spells are what I use, so I figured, you know, if I'm teleporting people everywhere, I should be paying for that.
Okay. And you said you jade dust and what
Yep.
on that list?
As inks and chalks that's infused with gem dust.
Okay.
You
All
got
right.
that?
Yeah, I can pick that up.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem.
By the way, I just want to say as a DM, you know, I make a lot of these by auto-generating some stuff and then implementing and changing things as I see fit. I just saw each tavern has a specialty of food, and I just saw one of the specials was Phoenix ramen with egg, and I went, "Oh man, that sounds really good."
Wait, where was this?
It's in one of the taverns. This says Phoenix ramen with egg. and
Phoenix ramen? I didn't know they had ramen in this
It
universe.
stays warm for 24 hours.
Oh man.
And spicy.
There's a small chance it comes to life in your mouth.
Yeah.
Either way, let's continue. Yep.
Okay.
So Michelle, Oscar, and Rowan, you guys kind of go your. Oscar, you go your separate way to start buying some stuff. Write me the list of stuff and send it to me so I can kind of.
Got it.
Unless you want to role play dealing with like individuals, we'll say we could go.
It's up to you, man.
Okay. Michelle and Rowan, as you guys head to find the Dimitri, you guys exit the underground little teleportation circle with Oscar, and the first thing that you three would see is the big islands, the floating islands in the sky that are connected by these canals. They're unmoving, and these canals of water that seem to constantly flowing, and there's boats that kind of are riding along it. And you're looking around for Dimitri's small island with the tower, and you notice it kind of moving around, like circling one of the islands. And either the way to get to it is you have to get to it on your own, or be invited. However, I need all of you guys to give me a perception check.
Okay.
As you guys kind of get onto the ferry and start making your way onto the islands. Okay. So you guys get onto the ferry and start making it onto the different islands. One thing that kind of catches your Michelle and Oscar, it kind of goes over your head, but Rowan, there's a weird smell in the air. It's a little acidic, maybe acrid. Yeah, it's slightly unpleasant, which is weird because you guys are next to the ocean. So like the cliff is right there, right, like a few hundred feet out. You guys can actually feel the ocean breeze kind of blowing through the islands whenever you guys are here. But you smell it. It's in the air. Something is weird in the air.
Okay, it's gonna take a deep inhale to try to find what and where this is.
Okay. Give me another perception check with advantage, I'll say.
I'm just having small chat with a turnover to see Rowan. Is this a bird thing? No, face you're making?
Wait, what did you say?
I think he said, "Is this a bird thing? The face you're making?"
No, we didn't have noses like this.
And can you please explain to me why you're doing this?
This is horrible smell. Did I see
I
where
just
it's coming
point to
from?
us.
As you guys are, by the
No,
way,
it's not Oscar's particular putrid stench.
I bathe.
you guys are, by the way, you guys are riding up on the ferry right now while this is going on, Ron. So as you take a deep inhale, trying to get a direct location of where this might be coming from, as you guys get off on the main island, which is, I believe, Rilbit, which is the market district that Oscar needs to get off on anyways, it's definitely in the air here. You're not sure the direction or anything. If anything, it's just coming generically from all around.
Ugh, what is it? Does it remind me of anything, like the smell?
Like chemically wise, I need you. If that's the case, then I need you to either give me. I'll say a nature check, just a flat nature check.
I gotta say, Mish, it's really nice being in a dwarven city and not having to stare at everyone's junk as I'm walking around.
I mean, Mysterio's mainly halflings.
Yeah, but they're just, like, weirdly short,
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Rowan. By the way, why is this such a race-based session today?
Yeah, why is everyone racist against short races all the time?
Rowan, it smells almost sulfuric.
Sulfuric.
It's in the air.
Oscar, what is this land settled on?
You could give me a history check.
Stone and dirt, and
That sounds
see
like
what I recall.
a lot of cities.
Would this history check be covered by stone cutting or not?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Okay. History.
Felt so powerful every time I say I will allow it.
Yeah.
Like, oh
I'm
my
a generous god.
Yeah, I'm a generous god. You may take your pittance,
Wow.
It feels it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But I feel so good whenever I can say it. All right. With the 12 history, I mean, you know that the dwarves settled here because of the mines. The mines are rich with gold and platinum that kind of ran deep. The platinum ran out, but the gold veins are still apparently going. That's as far as you would know. And it was the Goldberry family that kind of really settled in here with the rest, and the other families kind of eventually came in, taking parts that needed to be filled. And that's as far as you would know.
I mean, yeah, mostly just stone, some ore down there, but why you asking?
The smell, it smells like sulfur, which is not something we ran into the last time we were here.
You, Michelle and Oscar, you guys can give me a perception check again.
Maybe it was me. I did get hit by that explosion.
I mean, maybe someone
I
just
would have
like
noticed it
got
before.
sick in an alley.
Michelle, Oscar, as you take a big whiff of the air, no, you don't smell anything in the air. And same with you, Michelle. Michelle, you take a deep inhale, like trying to find anything acrid or sulfuric, and nothing. You're not getting anything.
Just fresh
Are
dwarven
you sure
air.
your nose is not working?
I think your humanoid noses are not working.
I mean, Aren't you human? Oh, sorry.
Picking on even the
Oscar, we
human
don't talk
ones.
You're
about
picking on the halflings, and then you're picking on the birds. I see.
Oh, so what? You're smelling like some sulfury thing? I'm not getting any of that. Coming from like
Well,
a
then,
house or?
I can't tell what it's coming from. It's just coming from the area. It's kind of sickly. This is not something, if I didn't have to be here, I would leave.
We could
maybe
ask
Dimitri
someone,
knows
I
about
guess.
this.
He might.
Okay. Well, while you guys are going to be splitting, going up in different ways at this point, Michelle and Roa, I just want to know how you guys are going to get to Dimitri's place. And
Well, do you want to take big, or do you want a dimension?
Yeah, that sounds fine. Sounds like a fun way to travel.
okay, if you guys go to the dimension door, you guys have to kind of wait for it until it like gets close enough, because it is constantly moving while the other islands aren't. So while you wait for it, and while we're doing this, let's go to Zan, Victor, and Agranak. So Zan and Victor, what are you guys doing, real quick?
Well, Zan was gonna take me shopping somewhere.
Okay. Agranak, what about you?
I reckon I might be finishing up breakfast.
Okay.
Was it? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Like,
Trying to get to know these people of Helm and
yeah.
what they're really about.
Okay. It seems like Mandra, he's old, he's pretty strict, he has a, or he doesn't seem to take any nonsense that he thinks is nonsense. He, like I described him, he's an older human. And there is the two younger ones that are called Kree and Crow. One seems to, they're very kind of like sibling-like. They're messing with each other, playing jokes and stuff like that. But one of them is a human, the other one's a tiefling. The male is a human, the female is a tiefling. It seems like Kree is the male, Crow is the female tiefling. It also the Moogly, like I described, is a 7'1" purple fur bog, and she seems to kind of be able to control Kree and Crow more, giving them orders, do the dishes and stuff like that. Make sure you go do your prayers and then practice sparring with each other later, with like when Mandra's watching, things along that nature. So that's it seems to be like almost like a small family. Like they seem to know each other, they seem to take care of each other.
It's really fucking cute. No lie. Cool. I don't really know what Victor and Zan are up to, but could I sit in for the sparring session later?
The Kree and Crow both like pipe up. They're like, "Can we fight him? Can we train with him?" As Moogly kind of eyes you. You seem strong. You're not. Just don't hurt them. They are skilled.
No.
But don't hurt them.
No, of course not.
And later, actually, Moogly, as you guys are finishing up and they're going to they're cleaning the dishes now. Moogly actually heads over to where Zan and Victor are before you guys leave.
Okay.
And Moogly's like, "I'm already ready. Are we leaving soon?"
We will be leaving at the break of dawn because I am out of Helm juice.
Well, alright. And how many times do I have to ask you to stop saying helm juice?
Till the day you die.
Well, I guess if anything, I could just watch over and make sure your friend doesn't hurt Green Crow.
I'd like to see you two fight. That'd be pretty fun.
I don't know. I think I will end up sending him to home a little too early, if that's the case.
Oh, that sounds like a
Yeah.
challenge.
Is that
Aggie.
so?
She turns around, noticed that you were listening, and she's like, well, yes, I think that's so.
And now we really have to see you fight.
I mean, Victor's kind of right. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty challenge to throw down to a complete stranger.
Fight, 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 fight.
She kind of
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss,
she
kiss.
crosses her arms and she looks over at Kree and Crow, and then looks over at you, Agranak, and she's like, well, are you on her level? And she kind of points over to Zan.
Yeah, of course.
Then I could definitely beat you.
Wow. I'm right here.
Well, I know you've grown. You've grown tremendously. But let's be real. Can you wait, let me just I need to
Let me pull up that 9th level spell list.
No. Maybe not 9th level, but let me pull up the spell list at least, just so I can see. Will you still be able to help Kree and Crow if one of them loses an arm? Possibly.
I can seal the wound and put the arm on ice, if that's what you're asking.
So you would just leave them with one less appendage.
I can only hit myself so hard. I can't regrow an arm.
Well, when you can, come back to me. Then I'll call you my equal, and maybe I can convince Mandra to pass on my guardian position to you.
That'd be cool.
That would be very cool.
You want to give Victor his novice badge?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
of
a
course.
badge.
You are, I'm sure you're more skilled than Kree and Crow, but
Probably.
your position doesn't come only with skill. And she kind of goes, gets something near that's actually been placed near the throne, at the foot of the throne, and each one, it's a. She brings back a small badge. It looks like an eye, like a glass eye, that looks very similar to the one that's on that, in the shape of Zan's gauntlet. And she hands it over to you. Carry this with you, and if you don't have a holy similarity, use this as it.
Okay.
This once you are able to power Helm's power through you, you are considered a novice. Once we see that you have done good and start collecting parts of different armaments for yourself, once you have enough, you'll most likely move up to Zan's position of Watch Knight.
Okay. How do I collect the other parts?
That's you gain them through your travels from helping others. When you see you have feel like you've deserved something, or you have earned it through adventures or helping others, you may add it to your arsenal. See, you already have a interesting weapon there.
Yes, I have 2 interesting weapons.
Well, that can be a start. Focus on armaments, protection. Keep others that stand behind you safe.
Always wear protection, Victor.
I always do.
And she's like, it looked like you were about to head out.
Yeah, I finally have some spending money, so I'm gonna see if I can do something with it.
Well,
Remember Michelle, that little annoying tiefling? I don't know if he was a half elf before, now he's a tiefling.
You
I-
know how that goes.
I did hear from Mandra about an annoying tiefling that he had to yell at.
Yeah, he owes us 2,000 gold.
Well, that would be great to help the church.
Yeah,
This
I'm not gonna tell you why or how, but he owes us 2,000 gold.
Well, as long as it's through legal means, I don't care.
100%.
She doesn't even question it. I'm not gonna even ask you to roll, make a roll. She's not gonna question you. As she kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, Agonek, she's like, "Well, shall we test your strength with Kree and Crow at least?"
All right.
I'm sure they'll give you a run for your money.
Just turn around, just sort of raise my arms. You kids ready to learn a lesson?
Yeah, we're gonna
All
kick
right.
your ass.
Wow, brats.
Yeah, as they rush to the trading hall that set up underneath the mountain here. Agronek, you go and you're gonna beat them. You're definitely gonna beat them. But I'm gonna ask you to roll a d20 overall, and I'm gonna roll 1 to see how well they do, and I'm gonna give them 2 to see how well each of them does against you.
Do you instantly kill a child with a punch?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
I forget how to do this.
/R space 1d20.
There we go.
11. Okay. All right. They put up a decent fight. Kree and Crow. They fight actually differently. Dilla, you didn't give me any information about this stuff, so I'm just gonna make it up. And I know I've been playing one of them wrong, but I don't care. Just gonna keep going with it. Let's see. They seem to be specializing in different ways of fighting. One of them focuses more on spells to kind of distract you and calling Helm's power to strike at you. I like spectral blades that come out from thin air to help assist in fighting. And that is, I'll say that is Crow that does that. While Kree is, grabs a big old weapon, starts charging at you, has a shield, and seems to take his time, like coming in, hitting, backing off, but they're not still so used to it yet, like you are. As Kree comes in, you're gonna parry, give him a good shove back. However, Crow does give you more of a problem just because it's the way Crow fights is different than how you're used to fighting.
Spell casting's always my weakness.
Yeah. And while that's going on, let's go to Zan and Victor. Actually, are you guys gonna do like a shopping thing where you guys want to roleplay all that, or do you want to just kind of skip forward?
I'm just winging it because I just wanted to buy some new gauntlets.
Okay. Well, let's just skip forward that, and we'll skip forward the Oscar part 2, and then we'll do Rowan and Michelle, and if anything, we'll skip forward to the next day, and we're gathering back in the city.
Okay.
So, Michelle, Rowan, as you guys are waiting at the edge for the small island to kind of crest over close enough that you could cast Dimension Door, you guys are on the edge of Rilbit, and this is when, I guess, Rowan, you could give me another perception check. Okay. You swear you just heard something kind of go
Like from the island?
from below.
From below.
Yeah, you guys were like the edge of the island where there's kind of like a rung fence there so people don't trip over easily. But yeah, you swear you heard some kind of like plopping sound.
Well, that can't be good.
What can't be good?
And at this point, you would see the small island kind of cresting just close enough, Michelle.
Well, Dimension Door.
Dimension door.
Okay. You guys step off the cliff and onto the small island where you could see a very small tower with a single door and a kind of cone-like shaped, like tilted cone-like shape to it. Um, right in front of you, there's a like about 10-foot area to walk around uh, the small tower, but other than that, there's not much space. There's small stone steps that lead. It's not steps, like platforms, like stones that's been placed on the lawn that kind of lead up to it too. As you guys approach it and go to knock on the door automatically opens, and you hear Dimitri's voice from inside going, "Just wait right there. Come in and wait."
Okay.
As you guys enter, it's a small, living room. Not a small. It's like a larger circular living room, with books and a small coffee table lining, not lining, in the center of the room. As you guys go to sit down, it smells nice in here. Something has been burned recently. It's pleasant. There's actually a book already open, left on the coffee table. It seems like. And it looks like a schedule that's been kind of left. That's in the handwriting of Dimitri's. As
Ron's a little bit jealous. His brother knows how to read and write.
Dimitri enters through the other door on the other side of the room. As he closes it, he looks at you, Michelle, with not much of a emotion behind his face, but then he looks at Rowan and then he smiles. And
He's gonna hug his brother.
Aw. Hug check.
Hug check.
You got, he hugs you back. He goes, "It's nice to meet you again, Rowan. Why have you come? I heard Michelle's sending."
Well, Michelle said he would explain it.
He said he would
All I
explain
can
it
say
once
is,
he got here.
Yeah.
Some terrible stuff went down.
Actually, Ro, when you're looking at him, you notice there's something slightly different about Dimitri. He actually looks exactly like you. You guys look like twins, in human form, even though that wasn't really the case when you guys were crows. The one thing you would notice is that along his skin, it looks almost scale-like in parts that you weren't expecting. There's like small grooves in his skin that look kind of resemble like scales.
Brother, what have you been doing?
He sees that you're looking at his face and he kind of like touches it. He's like, "That should fade in a few days."
Have you been experimenting on yourself now?
Well, there's only one way to turn us back one day, and easiest test subject is me.
Then find somebody else. Turn a rat into a person. It doesn't matter.
Could you turn me into a dragon?
Don't turn Michelle into anything.
Why?
You've already been turned once. Why do you want to be turned again?
Because dragons sound cool, don't they?
They are very interesting creatures. I do agree. I am quite jealous of what they have, actually. Intelligence, long life.
The wealth.
Well, that comes with the power, capability.
Michelle, why don't you go wait outside?
I can wait here.
He can wait here. Now sit down and just wait. As he kind of gestures around, you could see through the door comes a floating, a tray, and then a tea that's already, kind of steaming. You guys could, and then a few cups.
Thank you.
As he pours some out for you all. He's like, "So."
You just grabbed some tea out of nowhere.
Bye. Yeah. So, why have you sent this weird message saying that you'd explain things once you got here?
Well, we would like your help.
I mean, that's clear in your message.
You sent us to Masuriel to go grab something, I believe?
I sent you to Masuriel to make connections, so Rowan might
Yes.
see some benefit being a
Well, connections cannot be made at the current time because the city is under attack.
human? I haven't heard any news of such attack. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
It's a sneak attack. It's kept under wraps.
So, one of the creators has turned then on the others?
Technically, yes, but it's not what you think. Someone else kind of, ooh, I'm the leader. Ooh, I mind powers you. Ooh, you're under my control now. Ooh, I'm a creator. That's kind of what happened.
Well... and who might this be? Which creator
remember-
has already done this?
Oh, do you remember Victor?
Yes.
His former ally is doing this.
So...
No one, yeah.
And where did they gain such powers to do this? And how did they gain
I don't-
access?
The big auction that happens on New Year's. Well, he did a performance, and during that performance, he ended up charming most people in that room. We were there when that happened. I was charmed. Rowan was charmed as well. We almost killed our own party.
You let my brother be charmed.
I didn't let him be charmed. I got charmed as well. I couldn't stop it.
He looks over at you, Rowan.
It was
Did
a
they...
slip up on my part.
Let me see. So now this person that was invited, just like you all, has control of the most powerful and wealthy individuals in the eastern half of Aten.
Yeah, pretty much all but like 2 or 3.
And not only that, as I recall from some of the news, that the Stormbrand and House Stormbrand and House
Yep.
Giant Buster are there also.
Yes. And you can imagine what they're doing at the moment.
Well, I'm hoping they're not charmed. They are very formidable
Oof.
enemies if they are.
Ooh, I have some bad news.
Okay. And you're here in hopes that I am willing to help.
Well,
For free.
I don't know.
One thing I have learned being a half-elf, after being turned a half-elf and human, nothing should be free. Only generosity is free. What?
Well, then what is it you want in return?
I want something for you and me. Rowan. I need something. And I'm not sure if your friend here is willing. Or he would
All right.
see
Turned
why.
into
Michelle,
a
get
dragon?
out.
Yes.
No, Michelle, get out.
Okay.
Uh,
And I stand up and slowly walk out, just keep my head over my shoulder.
okay.
I slam the door in his face.
Whisper from behind the door, dragon.
I do have a question. Was the room to his teleportation room closed?
Yeah, well, there's door on
I-
either side of the room, and the other side you didn't
Where that
see it.
dimen-
And not
Where
only
his
that,
teleportation circle is, when I walk out, I'm gonna dimension door into it.
okay.
You madman.
Interesting thing, because you were walked out. Remember, this is a small tower, and when you
Yeah.
walked this way out, you're outside again. And the door on the other side, technically the tower is smaller than the room you guys were in. It's extra dimensional. All this is extra dimensional. So you're gonna attempt to, once you're outside, teleport 30 feet or 40 feet straight, hoping to get to the other
Yes.
side. Okay, you dimension door, you're falling. What do you do?
Ah, shit. I'm going back. Okay, bad idea.
Okay.
Well, I'm out of dimension.
Rowan, your brother kind of looks you, and he's like, "I think I have found a way to semi-permanently give you and I a way to change back into our normal forms.
What is semi-permanently?
Whenever you choose, whichever is more convenient.
So the magic on us would not be completely lifted.
Well, the thing with our magic is it's not. I don't know if you noticed, but we look exactly alike. We share a body of sorts that was given by some grace. Have you ever been in a powerful, unstable magical area yet? And felt
I had a very unfortunate run-in with a very unpleasant woman who seems to know more about our condition than even we do.
and who was this woman?
Can't remember her name, can't remember her face, but she did use a primordial magic that just made my entire existence unstable.
That's called wild magic. Those that have control over it, well, let's just say we should not look at it lightly. These forms we have are stable normally, but I learned, and then he kind of lifts up his robe that it was covering his left hand, and you could see his, like, this part of his hand is gone. Like, and it looked like it just kind of slopped off, like this bit of his hand. And he's like, I've learned that our forms are not, doesn't mesh well with the primordial, the originating magic of creation. Most likely because of our rare incidents of how we were created. I can study and eventually, most likely, learn a spell to permanently change us back. But until then, which can take years and years. But until then, this is our best bet. Can you?
That leaves us susceptible, though.
Susceptible to what?
To someone that could obliterate us.
Well, that's why the faster we get this done, the better. And this won't be using magic I'm familiar with. They'll be using natural magic. And once we're in those forms, natural forms, we should be, well, our weaknesses shouldn't show.
Well, alright, then how do we do that?
I need a powerful druid. And we take his ability to turn.
And where would we find such a druid?
There are many druids all across the land. They have small enclaves, and I hear many of them are actually near Sierra, and a few I've heard nearby the forest of Tennyson near Masuriel. Either way, I should be able to, and I'm gonna pull you aside for this.
Okay.
He's like, you have the ability to sneak up on individuals, am I right? And aim for vital spots.
Yes, that is my occupation.
He outstretches his hands, and then as he kind of like pulls, you see a small mote of light that kind of appears that seemed to have been pulled from you. And then he's like, well, that bit of energy there is what allows you to do that. It's your skills, your knowledge, things you've gained, your ability to be able to do that. Now, if you try to think of how you can harm me the best, try to recall. And as you try to, you're not sure exactly how. Like, usually you would be like, you stick the knife here, 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 here. You know, most vital
Instead,
spot.
I'm thinking like vibe check, bonk.
Yeah, like I can stab him and it should do the same thing anywhere. Like, and
Yeah.
but you realize that you can't do that anymore. And he goes, and with this, and he starts to mutter something. You could see this energy turn into an apple, and he literally like it falls into his hand because there's mass to it now, and he goes, well, now we can consume, and this belongs
I'm
to
gonna
you.
snatch that apple from him.
Yeah. See.
That is a frightening ability.
Well, I have seemed to learn how to do this. The only issue is I'm realizing how I can use this to give us our ability to change.
Alright, so we find a druid, we take their skills, and then we should be alright, at least for a bit.
More than a bit. Until I can permanently change us back, it should hold us over. But this is the best chance we have.
Alright. Well, I will be talking to Michelle about this. I don't think I'll be able to do this alone.
That's fine. I need to make some final preparations on my end, so we still have some time.
You contact Michelle when you're ready, and I'm going to keep.
I believe he's
My
still
eye
outside
out.
the door. I felt him disappear for a moment, but
Yeah, I thought I heard a scream, and then it got a little bit distant, and then stopped.
okay, I'm gonna pull you back.
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
He's like, would you like would you like me to let him back in?
Yeah, he can come back in. He can finish his tea.
The door swings open, Michelle.
Oh.
Uh,
Am I allowed back in?
Did you hear a scream before?
A scream?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of a scream, got a little distant, and it stopped. It actually sounded a lot like you.
No.
What
I
did
don't-
you do?
I don't think you heard me scream. Oh shit, wait, I just said, oh, yeah, I fell off the island.
Why?
You won't know.
I believe
Your
you.
brother sensed you disappeared. I'm assuming you did something.
I fell off the island and then I teleported back. When you're falling a distance, I don't know about you, but people scream. It's like an innate fear of,
Finish your
falling.
tea.
Okay.
So, Ro, do you want to, talk about this later, or?
Yeah, he'll talk to Michelle about it.
Dimitri's like, Michelle, I'm willing to help you all and my brother, but I have a condition.
Okay.
Promise me that you'll do one job for me, and no questions asked. Just know that this job is a benefit for me and my brother.
Okay.
He says,
I had
wonderful.
to think about that one.
Wonderful. When do you need me there?
We'll leave tomorrow morning.
Well, I'll have everything ready. Do you have allies in the city?
Yes, we do.
I will go fetch them soon. Who is it? Describe them.
Oh, in this city?
Yes.
I thought talk about Missourial. No, I don't think we have any allies here.
All right. Well, I will go prepare. You may leave whenever you feel like. Just don't take anything. I will know if you do. And he stands up, and then walks towards the other door. He turns around, looks at you, Rowan. It's like, he just kind of gives a nod, and then walks through, closes the door behind him. The rest of you all, Oscar, you go
Yep.
buying these supplies.
Indeed.
How much is it in total, like per
Let's see.
pure number wise?
So the least Jade Dust was like 100 gold for that, and then Magic Inks and Chalks was like 100 gold total as well.
Okay.
And then the thick wax, I think I saw like sealing wax was 5 silver or something for a ambiguously determined unit of it. So however much that is.
Probably like a small few packs of him.
Yeah,
either
so
way.
probably like 20 or 30 of those.
So I'll say about 240 gold you'll spend.
Okie doke.
You know, just with all the other, yep, 240-ish. And you can write down that you have those things. Zan and Victor,
Okay.
what do you guys, you guys
I was
buying?
gonna quickly pick up 25 gold worth of incense,
Okay. That's easy
and
to
then
find.
go to a blacksmith and try to get some gauntlets made for myself, and then Victor, because I'm cool like that.
Aw, couple gauntlets.
They match.
Perfect.
They would already have a few gauntlets that you guys can buy. Whether you guys need to customize, that's another thing.
Do they match?
Yeah, they all have the same design. If you buy
I
it from
want
the
to
same place.
add spikes to them because Oscar is my best friend.
Yeah.
Alright.
Victor's so jealous.
Well, he's in an insecure position.
What do you want to put on your gauntlets, Victor?
You put on spikes in honor of Oscar?
You know, people he's killed? I want to get on his bad side.
I mean, I think they're fine the way they are. I don't need spikes.
Alright.
Can I get Helm's, logo? What's the word? Symbol?
Yeah, you can totally get
His trademark
Helm's
logo.
His trademark logo on mine.
Totally. We'll both get our branded trademark logo copyright.
Oh my
It'll
God.
say Helm, and there's like a little copyright C on it.
It's just worth a arbitrary 50 gold more, even though it's exactly the same as a regular helmet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we can paint them tonight.
Perfect.
'Kay.
Okay, how much does it cost?
I believe for gauntlets. I am going to say only. I'll say about 4 gold each. So, or
Oh.
2 gold each.
It's
So,
like nothing.
4
I'll just
gold
pay
total.
for both of them, Sam. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thanks.
okay. So 8 gold total. Done.
And I'm gonna buy just a quick war pick.
Okay.
A quick one.
How much is
War.
war pick? Do you know?
I mean, it's probably like a hammer, it's like 10 gold.
But it has war in it, so you know it's double the price.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
It's like buying a tactical things for dads. It's like 4 times the price. 5 gold pieces.
Oh, okay, it's cheaper.
So, yeah, you guys purchase a few of your items like that. Agranak, after you pretty easily managed to defeat Korean Crow, what did you want to do? Did you want to challenge Mowgli?
No,
Okay.
no, I'll be smarter than that.
Okay, she does heal you guys, and she, after she heals you guys are gonna rest in, Masoro for a night. Rowan, Michelle, and Oscar, are you guys gonna teleport back today or the following day?
I mean, we don't need to teleport today.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, if we're just gonna have to hang out here for a while, I could try casting a spell I learned a while back. Might be able to do some good for the city.
What?
Well, you know that spell I used when we were kind of running for our lives from those clockwork watchmen?
I was chasing you, so no, I don't.
Well, we were running for our lives, and I caused a bunch of plants to grow out of the ground and slow everything behind us down, so we got away. And if I put a little more oomph into it, and it takes a while, I can make all the plants in like a mile around us grow better for like a long time. And figure why not, since this is my home city, they definitely could use it if someone hasn't done it already.
Like a fertilizer spell.
Yeah, it's kind of like magic fertilizer, except it's
That's a
fueled with
thing?
eldritch powers from beyond. Yeah.
Might do to help that sulfur
Well,
smell.
you know how you can grow plants with fertilizer from like dung, but you can also grow plants with fertilizer from like bone meal by grinding up your enemies and just burying them in the soil?
Yes.
Yes, it's kind of like that, except with magic.
Interesting. Cuts out the middleman.
So, yeah. But don't you really like the middleman? Isn't that what
Yes,
you
I
do?
love cutting the middleman.
So yeah, and I'm hoping it helps out the city a little. So we'll see. I'm going to
where are you gonna
cast-
do this?
just in the little shack thing, because it's
Oh,
half mile
in
in
the
every
abandoned-
direction.
Yeah, in the abandoned town area, the shanty town. It's been
Mhm.
completely abandoned. Okay, so you go down there again.
Yeah, let
There's
me
still
link
nobody.
it.
The buildings here seem to have fallen worse for wear already pretty quickly. Oscar, you take 8 hours, right, to do this?
Yep, I'm trying to link it. How do you do that from the
You just click it.
information tab?
Oh. Well, you don't have to.
Okay, I'll just click it in my thing.
Okay, there you go. The spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are two possible uses for the spell, granting immediate or long-term benefits. Okay, so if you cast a spell if you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year. The plant yields twice the normal amount of food while harvested. So, as you take a moment, or 8 hours of a moment, to do this,
Yep.
Since it's abandoned here, no one really seems to bother you or anything like that.
Just draw out a circle in the ground
Yeah.
next to the teleportation circle and just start whapping at the ground with my hammer every like half minute, and it's chanting Ichthuzal.
Well,
It's quite exhausting, actually.
I don't
Mhm.
want to watch this. So, Rowan, what are your thoughts on cleaning?
Well, I was thinking about dinner, actually.
Oh, I really haven't ate much today.
No,
Yeah.
I tried some of that plaster and it was foul.
Yeah. Let's go get some food. You want anything, Oscar?
I'll take whatever you guys can get. Ichthuzal.
Okay.
So, when the spell completes, Oscar, the whole area around you starts to spring to life. Not immediately, but you could see that small plants and weeds that have been growing in the cracks of these abandoned streets start to grow quite noticeably. And then by the time Michelle and Rowan, get back from doing all their thing and, come back, Michelle and Rowan, you would see a clear difference. There are vines already starting to grow around some of these abandoned buildings, grow into them and pulling at them and stuff like that, covering them almost. The area is becoming more dense with vegetation. Yeah. As you guys do this, I need, and we're finishing up tonight, like this day. The next day comes. You guys are all kind of.
There's one thing I want to do. Before we go to bed, I do want to head up to a bakery and go and talk to them and be like, hey, I'm planning to leave in the morning. Can I get some orders for this morning?
Sure.
Okay. I would like 2 or 3 dozen. Do you have any cinnamon buns?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'll get 3 dozen.
Okay, 3 dozen cinnamon buns. All right. Big meeting, huh?
Yeah.
All I can think of is like a big office meeting where somebody brings in 36 cinnamon buns.
Yeah, want to be in that meeting.
Yeah, it sounds great. Either way.
And then there's that one awkward person who's like, I mean, can I have a third?
Who's playing to go around?
I have a small story, but I'll skip it. Because we're already dragging behind. All right. So as you guys are finished tonight, the next day comes. You guys all kind of get ready. Moogly has her bags packed. Tells Korean Crow to listen to Mandra, and if they don't, she's gonna make them run laps around the mountain in their armor, full armor. Dimitri gets ready on his part and meets you guys wherever you guys are planned to meet, and you guys are teleporting back to Masuriel. Okay. I'll say Zan, Agranak, and Victor, you guys are gonna with Moogly, you guys are the ones to arrive first. As you teleport back to your sanctuary, again, this kind of warmth, almost like a warm hand, kind of pushing you through to the next area. You realize that stepping through from one sanctuary to the other, you guys are now in the sanctuary that Zan you have created the day before.
Before we go, I put the war pick up with the statue of Nim.
Okay. The war pick is you place the war pick like next to it where most of the weapons reside.
Yeah.
Yep. And almost returning it, and now you guys are back in the city of Masuriel. It's early in the morning, and it's even east, west. It's not as early over here. It's maybe a few hours later, I guess.
Moogly. So what I didn't tell you was we're in an illegal drug den right now.
And are these the ones that we need to bring justice to? Because
No.
I'm ready. And she like brings up her holy symbol, and you could see that it's already glowing, and you could see she's like ready for a fight already.
We are trying to save a bunch of people that are currently, what's that word Boone taught me, enthralled by magic.
So we're working with lawbreakers.
Yeah. But like, they're good lawbreakers.
She kind of crosses her arms and looks at you.
I can't one for another. Okay? I can't substitute one evil for another evil.
We'll take care of the greater evil first, together.
Sounds good. And then you can burn down whatever you want to burn down later. It's fine.
I will be burning down plenty. And she goes, I have.
Wow.
She goes, I make sure you don't lose a limb because I have prepared my pillars of fire for tonight.
Sounds good.
All right. So, as you guys arrive first, where you guys go? What are you guys doing? You know.
Hey guys, I got that
No, I meant-
some earplugs.
Sorry, Zan, Agranak, Victor
Oh.
has arrived first. Since Mox is west, farthest west from everyone else, you guys will be arriving later in the day. So yeah, Zan, Victor, Agranak, and Moogly, you guys are now back. You realize when you enter the main area that Sono is there. Tilly's not there. The creator's not there, but it's Sono and the Dawn and a few of these other like shadier looking individuals. As the Dawn goes, you've brought your friend.
Don, this is Moogly. Moogly, don't talk to this guy for too long.
Is he the lawbreaker? And the Dawn,
Yes.
The Dawn looks at her and goes, "I'm proud of it, but you won't find anything wrong with my
Wow, there's like a
papers."
weird tension going on right now, and I don't want to ruin it. Victor, let's hop out.
Before
Okay.
you all leave, where are the rest of your friends?
They went to Mox, right? So,
I have some news that all of you should hear. While you've been gone for a day, I've been keeping track of what's going on.
is it good or bad news?
It's mostly bad.
Well, that's fun.
As for your other friends, they should be arriving today. Right?
Should be.
Okay.
Remind me again, are we doing this today or are we doing this tomorrow?
Most likely
So I
tomorrow.
think we'll be tapping Michelle. Okay, good, of his strong spell. Alright.
Go to the entrance of town and make sure you find your friends that are coming by foot. Sono will guide
sure,
you
guy.
back. As he casts a spell and each of you guys look different. You guys look extremely different, but in the sense that you guys look quite boring and
Oh
mundane.
no.
I know. It's like Victor's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Victor takes psychic damage.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna take psychic damage later when he dreams about it. No!
My
Stop.
face is so normal. My hair is so not
Blah.
shiny. Flat.
Alright, so while you guys go to the center, the front entrance looking like different individuals, Michelle, Rowan, Oscar, and Dimitri, you guys teleport back to the city, city of Masuriel. You guys arrive back, and you guys would see that Zan and Victor, Agranak, would you have gone with them, or would you prefer to have stayed?
With Moog.
I probably want to stay at the hideout.
Okay. You would hear Michelle, Oscar, Rowan's voice as they're kind of talking amongst themselves, entering, after they teleport here, entering this kind of hidden hideout that you guys are in. And as they enter, it would be, still be just the Don, Moogly, and Agranak. And Moogly actually asks a few questions about the Don on what he does, and the Don just answers vaguely, like he's, he deals in trades, he deals in acquiring needed items for people that need him, He's a merchant.
Of death.
He's a merchant. As you all arrive through one of the secret walls that you guys were shown, you would see the rest of them, excluding Zan and Victor. It's Sono, and the creator and Tilly. But yeah.
Wait, Zan's not here? Did we get here first? Wait, no. You're new.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Iggy. How'd your trip go?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got to meet some of those people at Helm. Very nice, very nice. They fed me breakfast. I fought some kids. It's all right.
Yeah, fighting kids. Nice.
We've got some
Yeah.
children.
Cree and Crow.
Yeah.
Kree and crows seem to like you a lot. They'll grow strong enough to handle you one day. Give them time. It is nice to meet all of you. And Dimitri over there is just kind of skulking behind, like around Rowan, not really looking at the rest of them. As Moogly goes to introduce herself as Moogly Shinora, the guardian of the Temple of Helm, and Zan's mentor. She asked your guys' name to kind of call you guys by, and that's when you guys hear a shrill gnomish voice that's cutting through the air. There you go, Dylan. As Zan, Victor, Loston, and a bunch of others actually start filling the room, this small room. And Dylan, would you introduce your old character, who that is, you know, personality and look and stuff like that? You're muted.
My old character is Lawson Landrick. He's an 8th level rock gnome machinist artificer. He's like 2 feet tall. He has a giant rhinoceros made of metal. And he's just like down to do anything with anyone at any time.
Other than fight the
Other than, you know, commit genocide or deal with that, that's too much.
Yeah, that's too much for him. Okay.
Just barely.
I'm not sure what you were playing with the other phrase, though.
Every
Loston, long time no see, and I go down to give him a hug.
Oh my. It's been a while. You
It has been.
your hands are so firm.
Behind Loston enters 6 other individuals. The first person you guys would most likely realize instantaneously, it is Willow of the Soft Thicket clan. She is a rabbit feet beast folk. She has tan brown fur and white accents around her ears, and stands pretty tall, almost tall as Majuli, with her kind of ears up. She's dressed comfortable. She has light kind of armor that kind of pads like the places where she would kick or block with. And yeah, the others I'm going to describe pretty quickly as they introduce themselves, or as Loston introduces them, I guess. You would see that there's a human paladin. Rilim Mirsk is his name. He actually will look familiar to some of you. Oscar, Michelle, Rowan, and Victor, you guys might recognize him slightly.
Mm-hmm.
He actually has a crest of Lathander on his symbol of Lathander over his armor.
Is that dude?
Yep.
Yeah.
As he was more smiley before, but he looks a little more serious now. As he enters and introduces himself, you know, the next person is give me a second. Yeah. This person doesn't introduce themselves at all. And actually, Willow has to be the one that introduces this individual, and this individual is about 3 feet, and is looks like a humanoid with a large crow head. Yeah.
Rowan immediately glares.
Yeah. It's actually Kenku. And Willow's like, well, that's Errol. Don't expect Errol to talk much unless, you know, someone's about to die. He's very good at getting into places. So
He's stealing my shtick.
what shtick? You look
I'm saying that out of character.
Okay. Yeah, he's a Kenku. Those guys that don't know, Kenkus can only mimic what other people are saying. And this individual doesn't like to talk normally. So, and Rowan, yeah, you have like a weird similarity. I did this on
So
purpose.
upset.
I did this on purpose. If you
Stealing my shit.
the next person proudly introduces herself, but mostly to Victor, as it's a gold dragonborn, and she has this odd, like, kind of a large stick that looks like a horn that's strapped to her back. She's actually in like this breastplate, and approaches you, Victor, and goes, "I'm Nessus Tempest. Great, wonderful meeting you. I can't believe it. I finally get to meet you." And she's kind of shaking her hand vigorously. She's muscular. She looks very fit, but she also, like, that weapon looks definitely odd and unique.
Wait, so I'm not in disguise anymore, I guess.
No. Like, the disguise dropped,
Okay.
partway through, and when it
Okay.
did, she kind of lost her mind for a moment.
That is pretty exciting when Victor Cannon shows up. Alright, well, it's nice to meet you. It's always nice to meet a fanon. I'm gonna pull out a signed picture for her.
Yes, I'm like the biggest fanon.
Wow! Well, that's great.
Um,
You can help me kill Drake Action.
yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited to be working with none other than Victor Cannon.
Only true stans want to help their idols kill their enemies, so.
The next individual
Creatively
actually.
Casino. Act.
Yeah.
The next individual actually, Willow points to a small sugar glider that's on Nessus's shoulder, and Willow goes, "That's Gulutar. He's gonna want to show himself eventually. Maybe not today.
Is he like a mascot?
No. He just likes to stay in that form.
I
as
hired a
much as
furry. He's a furry.
He likes to stay in
Don't
that
worry,
form
we
as
have one
much
of those
as
as
possible.
well.
He's a druid. He does shift his form, and he prefers a smaller form.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, you hear, "I have streaks," as from around behind Nessus, strapped with a shield behind his back and one he's carrying in front with a single kind of point in the middle of the shield, is a small brown goblin, brownish dark skinned goblin, covered in dust and muck and crap. Like, he must have fell in some mud at one point. Like, lumber in, and hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
He's only here because I don't have to pay him. He just follows us.
I see.
Is it like legal for you to have him
We
hired
don't want to
with
talk
the
semantics
guild?
here, okay?
Are
Willow-
these people of Lost and Found?
Yeah, they're the only full party that's survived long enough.
Willow's like, "Well, let's be real. I don't know how, but the goblin, he survived.
Yeah,
Plenty.
it's not like I don't keep sending him out, and he just keeps fucking coming back.
Well, I don't know how either, because we left him, and he kind of found his way back.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe we
He
should.
sounds like a survivor.
Yeah,
It's dirty. It's what we need.
You guys know how far Fano is?
Yeah, we left him.
Kind of.
We sent him to the halfling city to do a job, and he somehow completed it and came back. Yeah, all by himself.
Nice.
And she kind of like looks, like her expression kind of drops when like she says that. Like,
Well, would anyone like a cinnamon bun? I ended up buying some.
Ooh, I'll take one.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, please.
sticky
I just started
shit
handing
on
them out.
buns.
We have so much catching up to do, but I guess
We
we gotta
do.
kill somebody first.
Okay.
Should we head? Where are we staying? Is there an inn somewhere?
secret underground drug dungeon.
Mr. Laden, Mr. Ladenrick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh God. Hi.
Hello. Now, where are your manners?
Well done, sir.
That's better. Where's your mechanical friend?
Dragon behind. It'll be here soon. Just he's carrying our luggage. It's heavier than. Someone decided to bring a whole set of orchestra instruments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That is me. Nessus kind of lifts her gold hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you
Victor's
never know.
number 2 fanon.
You never know. I mean, he might need a whole. You know,
You don't even play the tuba.
I play.
You brought 3 of them.
I play most horns. And she kind of like points to the one on her back.
Don't you think 3's excessive though?
I
You only have
mean,
1 mouth.
one breaks, you need another one.
I mean, you could play one if you stuck it in your nose.
I mean, when you're beating the crap out of people with your horn, you might break it. It's always nice to have another.
was gonna
Actually,
make a joke.
Oscar, you won't be able to play it with your nose because with brass instruments, you need to have your lips moving back and forth.
That's very true.
The more you know.
Huh.
Oh,
I
God.
never knew that.
Wow.
I'm getting really bored. Can we just like go back? There's too many people. They're hitting on Victor. I don't like this at all.
Well,
She's
you
just
take
a
your
fan.
cinnamon bun.
You all need to listen. Now, Lawston, how many Tinkers Guild members would you say that there are at any given moment?
I mean, the morning shift has like 15, afternoon shift has 5, and the night shift usually has like 30.
That's the one that you worked for, right?
Yeah, why? What?
How long have you been out of the city?
Wow.
Like, I guess,
Months?
yeah, almost a year at this point, somewhere around there.
Well, they have expanded, and they've expanded even further. And this is part of the bad news, actually. Do you know anything about Project Geared Scales?
I don't know, Peter, do I?
You give me a history check.
Do I get to roll history with advantage because my artificer are lore?
Yes, you can.
Oh, then
Generous DM.
I wish I had my voice synthesizer or like, you know, modifier, because I could do like echoing voices then.
That'd be cool.
Just use a soundbite
It's
from
broken, though.
300 with Xerxes. I'm a generous god.
Generous. All right. Lawston would have actually recall something about that. It was in the works, but it was more of a passion project, and it was a way to guard the city, and it was just an idea. You know, a lot of clockwork constructs that's built for the city usually springs from small ideas or borrowing from nature. You know, like the clockwork guards are designed with humanoid shapes in mind, you know, so it doesn't freak out other humans or humanoid individuals and citizens of the city. It doesn't seem different, and they might seem normal, like normal humans from far distances. However, Clockwork Geared Scales was actually a project that you've heard was supposed to make some sort of large creature that's supposed to be able to protect the city from sieges.
they're
Now,
building Metal Gear.
you can think of it that way. And you were never put on it. You know, you're never asked to design anything about it, but you've heard about it over there. So yeah.
Okay. Giant. They weren't doing humanoid designs anymore. I heard they were trying to build it off. I guess basing off larger creatures, something really big.
Well, yes, they are, and let's just say it's not the most pleasant design.
Well, that's spooky.
Let's also say it incorporates a ton of the float stones from your dwarven country, and he kind of gestures over to you, Oscar.
Huh.
Are we talking about like flying mechanical things?
Yes.
Oh god.
It probably has those stupid nets too.
Right. So this thing's huge. You invited us here to die. That is not nice.
What's not nice is me learning that you've lost, that your friends have lost my best chef. Have made no
Okay.
attempts to bring him back.
I've been studying how to raise the dead. It hasn't been going well, but I'm trying.
Give me a deception check.
Oh boy.
I don't even have to roll for this one. All right. He looks at you, and who has a perception check of 16 or above?
Passive perception?
Yeah, passive perception of 16
I
or
do.
above. Rowan, Michelle, Victor. You guys would all see his right eye go purple. As Lawston says that.
Lawston's eye went purple?
No, not Lawston.
The dawn.
The Dawn.
The
His
Don's
eyes.
eye went purple.
Oh.
His right eye goes purple, just like the white parts of his eye just
Yeah.
goes purple for a moment, and it kind of fades back. And as he says that, the Don kind of looks away from Lawston, so his right side wouldn't look at him, actually. But those of you guys that are standing in the small room in the right side, you know, with the proper passive perception, would notice this. So, as he says that, he goes, "Now I'm an understanding man, but I'm not understanding towards idiots who decide to lie to me.
Okay.
Let's try this again."
Alright. I don't like telling you my plans. I've almost cracked these glyphs I found on the gate. This like weird portal we found in this weird town where Agradak came from. I also have these pentagram glyphs, you know, from when people died, and I'm still cracking those guys. It's to bring our friends back. That's
Oh.
not a lie.
Including my hearty.
Yes, my hearty, exactly.
You could. You're telling the truth, right? That's what you were working
Yeah,
on.
I have those.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it the whole time.
Fine. But ever since you've left, and since the attack from, well, what I presume is one of the creators, the Red Drake, let's just say the city's been on a change. More defensive measures are being taken. And one of these defensive measures is 2 large facilities, Tinkers facilities from their guild. They've expanded, taken up large districts to create and work on something called Project Geared Scales. Now, one of my boys made it back. And what they seen was not pretty. A large clockwork dragon.
Oh my.
Whether they get that flying or not, or whether those Tinkers in the guild are now under the control of Drake Action. Now that's another story.
Well, see, I was pretty scared, but now I'm kind of intrigued, so I'm totally in. You guys aren't getting paid overtime.
I was like,
Except for you.
yes. I I mean, they'll get paid and experience. They need it. They need a kick in the ass.
Exactly.
If we're gonna ever take on the Giants down south, they're gonna need to get better than they are now.
Capitalism.
Oh,
Paid experience.
I mean that's basically how it is now. Let's just continue.
It's an internship.
Let's continue.
So if we're having to fight this giant mechanical dragon, or do we need more bombs? Is that what we're gonna do?
Dimitri is okay. Go ahead. Dimitri is actually like at this point going. Actually, I'm not cut out for mechanical construct things. You know that drone, right?
Well, I don't know that much about you anymore. I haven't seen you in a year.
I'm a transmutation and conjuration master. By the way,
So magic.
yes, but a type of school of magic. And actually, at this point, let's take a break, because Dylan went to the bathroom. Let's take a break. 5 to 10 minutes, everyone. Go take a piss. Think of things that you guys want to talk about, because this is where you guys will be planning on things, doing things. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, so we'll be back. Those of you guys watching, thank you so much for watching. Continue supporting us by watching. And we'll be right back. It's break time. Dude, what do you think?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot of moving pieces. I know I'm not really here. I'm still a little bit out of it. Been a long day. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just want you guys to. I want to give you guys a chance to participate, so you guys can have a spotlight. And I know this sucks. Like, it's like a bad time to do it, because I'm trying to introduce a lot of these UMPCs that are technically like a subset of your group, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Which one's the Zan?
Huh?
Which one's the Zan?
Technically Rillim. Rillim is their paladin and their main kind of like tank / healer. There's also a Valor Bard, which I believe Michelle is a swords bard, but very similar.
Who the hell's Streaks?
Streaks
I was gonna say.
Streaks is the Goblin Shield Master, who somehow gets shit done even when sent off by himself. By the way, I love the fact that you went. You know where Fano is? And I was like, well, I'm gonna play off of this. Yeah, we sent him alone to do a job, and he finished it and came back. The people there loved him.
I don't even know how. There wasn't actually a job, and he came back with gold.
Yeah.
He's the best one in that group.
Oh my god, Streaks has been around since campaign number 1. Dude, this is the original Streaks, the OG Streaks.
I was gonna say, like, would Streaks recognize Agronak, because they have a strange sort of history.
Yeah, but would he remember?
Would Streaks remember? I don't know.
Would Agronak remember?
Aggie remembers.
Yeah, Agronak would definitely remember. And
He's playing it cool.
if you, by the way, Duke, if you look closely enough, you'll probably see what you want to see. Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to. Like, there's like a whole separate thing going on for Aggie, just because he has that.
Yeah, but that's why you can play more with it. That could be your spotlight moment, dude. Just bring it up. Do what you do. Like,
I'll
pull me
I'll see what I
aside
can
and be
do.
like, hey, hey, Park, what's with this?
Hey, Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
In regards to like the all the spell glyphs and stuff I've had since I played Lost, in like the
Yes.
spell glyphs, the Ring of Spell Storing, the Sword Catching Dagger, the Binding Runes, and the Gate Spell and the Pentagram glyphs.
Mm-hmm.
How far along would you say he was?
The gate spell, there's no way you're gonna be able to replicate it. You don't have the skill to do so. You might know, like, you might have learned the the general like plane it refers to, um, but not a specific name that it's tied to. And there's a reason for that actually. Like nothing connects to a name that's tied to it for some reason, no matter how far you
What
go with the
about
glyph. Yeah, keep
the
asking.
pentagram glyphs?
Pentagram glyph, that was the one that's tied to Remy and him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that like appeared on the floor under him.
Yeah. That would be. You would probably know the plane, but again, not the exact name, but you're getting closer. With that one, you feel like you can actually get somewhere. And it's not that you're slacking, it's that you're doing other things. This is one of the things you're working on. You have a lot of hands and different baskets.
Okay, and then the other three.
What were the other three?
The one was the collar for the blink dog to keep it from blinking, like the binding spell or whatever it was on the collar.
Yes. You would actually have learned that there's a famous conjurer that has created like manacles and such like that already exists, and you found where you might be able to find some, but it's more of a rumor. Like it's like his lost laboratory where you might be able to find these you know, like you won't be able to recreate them because it's like banishment and stuff like that is above your casting ability. However, you can, you know the location.
Okay, and then I just realized I have a blueprint for a sword catching dagger.
Okay.
So like Victor's last dagger.
Yeah, literally. Sword catcher.
And then I have the blueprints for a ring of spell storing.
Would you actually be able to make that with your class?
I would, but it would cost a shit ton.
Yeah, it would cost more
What's the rarity of it?
I think it's very rare.
I'm just double checking how much it would cost.
Back to the ASMR Rubik's Cube.
Sorry.
I don't mind it. It's not a bad thing.
It would be anywhere between 10,000 to 50,000 gold, depending on what you.
Yeah.
More like 50,000, just because that's how much it usually costs.
Okay.
Maybe a little less depending on your check. You know, that you would make to see how well you made it.
Ooh, tea's done.
It's Rubik time.
Well, hey, this is a bit of a self-plug, but if any of you own a PS4 and like Rubik's Cubes, my brother actually has a game on the PS4 for Rubik's Cubes. So,
Wow.
I'm not a dirty PS4 player, even though they have a lot of good exclusives.
PS4 is awesome. But
Yeah, it
I'm a
is.
PC guy, so yeah, fuck PS4.
I'm with you on that.
PC all the way! PC Master Race.
PS4. PS4.
yeah.
I am
Xbox 360, but PS4. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eventually upgrade to 2080. Right? That's the new graphics card, right, Tristan?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
when Cyberpunk comes out, I'm gonna order basically because I want to get ray tracing. So I'm not even gonna, because I have a 1080, so I'm just gonna replace one of them with the 2080. And I don't think I'm even going to SLI connect them because I feel like the 1080 is gonna bog it down.
Yeah. Probably would bottleneck.
Yeah. Borderlands 3 plays really well right now, but there's something with Borderlands 3 that's weird. I don't know why, but it plays not slow, but heavier than it should. Yeah, I think it has something to do with not the engine, but I think it has something to do with like probably copyright software that they have installed with it. I'm guessing. You know, no idea. As for what do you guys think of some of these characters?
I like the.
I kind of want to fight the goblin.
You do not want to fight the goblin.
What's the goblin's name?
Streaks.
Oh, it's Streaks.
Yeah.
Street.
What did he say when he first walked in? Did he say "I'm baby"?
No, it's like I'm Streaks.
I
But
don't know how I heard "I'm baby." That's just like a dumb thing my coworker says all the time, and I'm like, did this goblin
What?
just say "I'm baby"? Yeah, it's like some Gen Z thing. I don't know, but like, "I'm baby." That's what she always says.
Huh.
that's annoying.
It is kind of annoying, yeah, but you can't show you're annoyed because then they just say I'm annoyed.
They smell annoying.
Yeah, I mean, all young people do. So.
Double down.
Exactly. I'm an old person now. So.
Hey, I still remember how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
God damn it! I'm trying to solve my 4x4, and it's
Oh, fuck 4x4s.
they're harder than 3x3s by like another
Oh,
degree.
they're harder than they're harder than 5x5.
5x5, 6x6. They're harder than all even ones, basically.
Yeah, evens are always harder than odds.
That's why I do the 36s by 36s. Only experts can do that. So, you know.
I do have a 5x5 available, but I forget how to solve it.
Hashtag humble brag.
God,
Wanna
you're
see
starting
it?
to talk like them.
Well, we're waiting for 1 to 2 more people to come back, and once they do, we'll start up again. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my 5x5. Ooh.
Nice.
And then I have this. It's 12-sided. I can use this as a dice if I wanted to.
Nice.
And
My
I'm,
brother literally has that one.
I'm currently stuck right there. And I've been stuck
Oh, that
right
one.
there
That
for
one's.
probably years.
That one's easy. I have that one.
I have never learned
Really?
to solve it, so I've just been doing it by.
The
Yeah.
the star one. You could show it again. Everyone's back. Yeah. I've actually learned to solve that one by myself, and I did that
Yeah.
strictly. All you have to do is think of it like solving a 3x3. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
all you have to do.
I've solved this one twice. I don't remember how I did it,
But you solved
but
it.
yes.
Hey, that's still
And then it's currently not solved, and I think I just gave up, and it's been like that for years.
Well, let's get back into it. So you guys are all kind of crammed into this hideout. You guys have been talking. Don has given you guys some information that Project Geared Scales is a giant clockwork dragon in the works. For you guys, for that he doesn't know if Drake Action will have control over. However, you guys know that the creators have control over things like this normally. Like they have control over the clockwork guards and stuff like that.
Oh, guys, I made you some stuff.
Oh.
Cool. What?
I'll show it to you when we're not in public.
Okay.
Why?
Well, because, you know, there's people outside, and I don't like being out here, and I assume you guys are hiding somewhere, because, you know,
Oh, that.
you got your
okay.
hood's up, and the Don's hood is up.
No, you guys are
we
all
look like a
in the
suspicious
hideout.
Oh, wow, we walk
Oh.
really fast.
No, that's why I said you guys are crammed in the hideout.
Gotcha. Alright, first off, Oscar.
Yeah.
You remember Arrington. Arrington, open your ass.
Harrington is a mechanical rhinoceros.
So
with
that
a
wasn't sexual harassment.
No.
It has a trunk built into its butt.
A trunk in its junk.
You guys never seen this thing before?
No, we.
You used to have a different one.
Yeah,
remember the tall one that was scary?
yeah. I got to fight alongside you guys with it once.
Yeah, we know Arrington.
Yeah. So
Alright.
opens up.
I pull out a pair of boots that have like the sole is made of complete iron, and the rest of it's just made of really tough leather. And there's a logo of my face burned into it.
Stylish.
These are some boots I invented. They're called boots
Oh.
of iron stature.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
they look like to be made out of iron, so it makes sense.
Hence the
Are
name.
they good for like stomping on people or something?
No, you gotta tune to them, but it's really hard to knock you over when you're wearing them.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like a great way to break your legs, no?
I mean, Oscar's like legs and knees and feet are
Yeah,
relative
yeah.
so close to the ground, so it's not really
Yeah.
a big deal.
I mean, if you break
like
your
pushing
legs, you
over.
can get better too.
Yeah, you can just flex like you do, and they'll grow back.
Yeah, that's a great the grow back. It's a great way to look at it, Oscar.
Flex the bones back in place.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Oscar do that once or twice
Yeah.
before.
Honestly.
Victor, I got you this headband. My face is burned into it as well.
Okay, a headband?
Yeah, put it on, and then just concentrate on my face.
Okay, wait, hold on. When you say headband, I'm asking out of character. Is it like an all around your head sweatband?
Looks like an NBA elastic sweatband.
Okay, alright, because my first thought, because I read a lot of Nancy Drew, was like a little girl like headband that like holds her hair
Would
back.
that be
Okay.
funnier?
Yeah, but he wouldn't wear it. So
Okay.
we'll go with the original one. Okay.
Alright, focus
Alright.
on my face.
Okay. Like focus looking at your face?
No, like
Thinking
the face,
about
the,
your
the
face.
logo. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Got it.
Alright. You want to describe it, Peter?
No, you can.
You guys see as Victor closes his eyes and you see him concentrating, you see like a puff of smoke appear next to him, and it looks to be like a ghostly version of Loston, just floating there.
Like a semi-ethereal version of Lost in. Not floating, but he's just kind of standing right there, like, you know, arms closed, like kind of partially leaning on Victor's leg.
This is
Okay.
my tweaked version of Unseen Servant, except you can see him, and it's me.
He like puts his thumb out, he's smiling at you, Victor.
Okay, I mean that's good. Might
Victor,
be-
say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to the servant.
Hello.
I'm your biggest fan, and see, he talks.
I love him.
Yeah, he can't go more than like I think it's like 10 feet away from you
Okay.
at all times. So like he'll carry stuff for you, but he's not very strong. He's just here to remember me by.
And let me guess, you have one for yourself?
Of me.
We don't talk about that.
Oh god. All right. Well, thank you. He will probably be useful at some point, I bet.
Michelle, here's a wand.
Okay.
It's a wand of hair mending.
That would be so helpful.
In
Oh
case you
my
go
god.
bald again.
Yes. It's happened twice now, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
And I pointed to my head where I have like a burn patch from the explosion.
when you cast it, it doesn't work.
Oh. Oh.
You gotta actually have the hair to bend it back on.
Oh. Oh. So you're saying, and I grab a dagger, and I grab a chunk of my hair, cut it off. Will this work now?
And
It should.
when you use it, it mends back to the original place.
It's
Okay.
still testing. I'm still
I was a
experimenting
little
with that one.
scared that I just cut my hair for no reason.
That would
Just have a short patch on the side of your head.
Wait, does that mean I can mend other people's hair to me?
No.
I've never tried that, but go right
Here,
ahead.
let me grab some of your hair, and I cut it, and I try to mend it to my hair.
It doesn't work.
Well, that
I'll
sucks.
I'll improve and make you a new one. Just keep testing it and then report bug fixes to me.
Sounds good.
Rowan, I got you this metal slave collar. Put this on.
What?
You may notice it looks exactly like the ones we found you in.
I'm going to turn
No.
him into a spider, Rowan.
You know
Do
what?
it.
Do it.
Make a. Well, I think polymorph is a wisdom save.
Isn't it a con save?
Let me. I think it might be a con save. It's been a while since I used polymorph. Polymorph. It is a wisdom save. As Loston transforms into a tiny spider. And as he does, something quickly catches him in a little jar. Now, if
Hold
he
on.
tries to
I
put
think
that
it's time
on-
for bed.
What?
I think it's time for bed. Am I muted?
No,
Are you guys gonna
Oh.
Time for bed? Just okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna poke some air holes in there for him at least?
No.
I was gonna shake him up a bit, teach him a lesson.
I'm going to bed.
Here, you take that with you.
Is this the fucking collar?
No, this is
Okay.
Loston.
Loston?
Tiny spider.
I
for
don't
the-
want him.
for the next
I mean,
hour.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to bed. He can just turn back into Loston while I'm asleep.
Okay. So Rowan, you head off to bed.
as you walk off, Oscar shouts, "Thanks for the boots, Loston."
At this point, Don's like, this is all nice and glad you're all meeting up with everyone again, but there are two facilities with these things being made. I don't know how far along. I haven't seen it myself, but they exist. We cannot, and I repeat, we cannot let Drake Action get a hold of using these things.
Agreed.
How many creators does one of them need to okay using it?
We don't know, but as far as I know, he can dictate how much now that he's in power and can control
Ah.
half of them. So I'm going to say, let's not chance it and get rid of them. I would also like to remind you he's been playing his shows quite non-stop the last couple days. I am sure there's plenty of individuals in the city that are under his charm and his beck and call. Now I'm all for
That's
getting
not
rid
good.
of one or two unfortunate souls that stand in my way. But these are the people that bring me my money. These are also the people that keep the city going. I would rather you not kill innocent civilians, even if they are after your lives. I don't want
Oh,
more urchin boys.
I'd rather
running
not.
around.
I'd rather not kill innocents anyways, so.
Agreed.
They're also weak, so
Have you
don't have to
ever-
really worry about them.
have
I mean,
you
I'm
ever
not gonna lie, if any of them stand near me while I have my flies out, I think they'll just fall unconscious after like 6 to 12 seconds.
Have you ever seen a mob tear a person from limb?
I've seen a bunch of kobolds do that, but it was to another kobold.
Well, let's just say that's probably the same case, but maybe a little more stronger since these are, not kobolds.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't get caught in the middle of them.
I'm just laughing because we're in the city of gnomes, so it'd be a mob of gnomes.
It's a mixture of people, but there are a lot of gnomes. So
My kneecaps!
half gnomes. If you guys don't want to lose your legs, then stay away
Start
from.
punting to save your lives.
They will gnaw off your kneecaps. Okay.
Oh, ouch.
Hey Don, you got connections to like a lot of stuff in the city, right?
Less now. Why?
You got a way for us to get like some diamonds in case one of us falls.
I don't think
I
you realize.
should've got some from Mox.
Do you know the trade agreement between Mox and all the other countries.
No.
There are literally a limited amount of diamonds that each, well, let's just say major city is allowed to sell. They must keep a strict copy of who's buying it outside of Mox.
That's why I'm asking you. You don't buy things. You import them.
I obtain what I need. I have a few, but all my retainers that can cast raising dead magic are in questionable situation that I'd rather prefer not risk my life on.
Right. Fair enough.
Well, would you like me to take a quick trip to Mox again?
Do we have time? Do you have time?
We don't even
I have
know
the
how much,
spells.
I don't even know how much time we have. As far as I know, they're already finished with the project. So it depends on how much time you all think we have to act.
I mean, I could be there and back in like an hour.
That sounds fair. I thought we were going in the morning. That way we had spells to spare.
It's fine by me.
I mean, if we need to go tonight, we could. If that would make everything better, take them by surprise in the dark.
Mm-hmm. I really don't have to worry about my high level spells, because what are they used for? Just teleporting, honestly.
Also, one thing I would like to point out, you've said something about Drake Action being a vampire.
Well, that's what I thought.
Then why is it that my sources say he's performing during the day in broad daylight and walking about town, greeting individuals as a new creator?
Illusion magic.
Illusion magic.
So it's
Maybe
not,
he's just buff enough to flex away the sun.
So it's actually not him, you're saying?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It seemed like vampire behavior, and it sort of lined up with his past odd quirks, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, he can do that weird teleporty thing through the stage,
Yeah, and
wherever that was.
He sent the miss after us. That seemed vampire-y, and he's usually just out at night, so. And the mind control
What-
thing, it all pointed to vampire to me, but.
What do you think he is? Mr. Dawn Man guy?
Well, I don't know. Just seeing him walking around during the day, though, put let's just say, an odd taste in my mouth.
Alright. Well, guess I'll throw out all this holy water.
Hey, ooh.
Just kidding.
Just because Donnie DeVito over here fucking tells you he's not a vampire, you're not gonna... I spent a lot of spells on that.
Just kidding. Just a little paladin humor.
He's like, well, are you all preparing to siege these places tomorrow then?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. We're not going tonight. Tomorrow that is.
Yep.
I'm going to then prepare. I suggest you all do the same. And if any of you are caught outside of the safe area, make sure you don't lead them back here.
Okay.
I'm also going to think of who should go where. Most likely, you all are skilled enough to handle your own factory.
Our own factory?
The big words from a small man. What does that mean?
The places where they build these things.
It's like a bakery for giant machines.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I know what a factory is, I just didn't know what you meant in this situation.
They will be heavily guarded, So I suggest you take exactly who you need. And if you have any suggestions, I'll take them into account. Just leave
So there's
me a
two
note.
different ones.
There's 2 different locations on 2 separate islands.
Okay.
Loston, when he turns back from being a spider, should know.
Okay. Well, whatever we do, we should make sure there's more than one person going to a place, because those robots, they have nets that just take you out of the fight completely.
I mean, we have 2 different teams here, and we probably shouldn't mix them. They already have their own fighting styles.
Makes sense to me.
Sure.
We could be group best, and they could be group lost.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Michelle, you're gonna go do your thing and try to get some diamonds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go spend 100 fucking gold dust, jewel dust, so I can go grab some diamonds. Waste
No.
of money.
I'll give
Shut,
you
which ones are you
the...
grabbing?
Hmm?
What value are you grabbing?
What would you like?
I
I can't
mean,
use them. You're the one using them.
yeah, Revivify is cheaper, and you probably get more. But like Raise Dead, I can just wait 10 days and then raise you. So it's up to you, honestly. Whatever you bring me, I'll take the spell.
Sounds good. What's the size diamond you're looking for on each one?
Weight in gold is about 500 for Raise Dead,
Okay.
and weight in gold for Revivify, I believe, is 200?
300.
300.
Okay.
And I'll
Well,
give
I'll-
you the jade dust and all the stuff that I bought back in Mox for you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back, guys. And I start sprinkling some dust around it back, and I'm just like somewhat crying because I'm like, oh, what a waste of money. Let's go back to Mox for this. God damn it.
Michelle, while you're gone,
Yep.
does anyone else want to talk to these individuals, or plan out something? As Moogly kind of scoots over to you, Gozan, it's like, I'm going to stick with you tomorrow.
That's perfectly fine. I don't trust you around that gnome, so it's cool.
I can handle
Sorry, other way
myself.
around. I don't trust that gnome around you.
I was going to say I can handle myself.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's been a while for you too, so I don't know if I can trust you. Anyway,
God.
Says you, Sandari.
shut up.
So yeah, does anyone want to talk to some of these individuals, get to know them, do that kind of stuff? Because we could do that now.
Zan would like to try on that collar that Rowan did not want to try on.
Oh, interesting. Okay. As you pick up
That was your plot the entire time.
as you pick up the metal collar, place it around your neck, clicks into place.
I'll do the same thing Victor did, and I guess focus on the face on it.
Okay. As you do, you feel a few tick, 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 and then all of a sudden, it starts to build up around your neck, and then forms like a beak-like shape around. It's like a mask. And yeah, like you.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Good thing it's mine.
I'm gonna steal that from you later.
I guess Oscar's gonna try on those metal iron boots
Okay.
that he got from Loston.
Are you gonna attune to them?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, they're so roomy but so heavy.
They are pretty heavy. Your feet feel like they're attached to. They feel almost like metal boots.
It'll be a good workout.
The rest of you, anything else other than Michelle?
When Lawson finally turns back into Lost, and he's gonna ask Michelle where Boone is because he has to give his gift to Boone.
Michelle's not there.
Oh, so I'm gonna ask somebody.
Rowan's not actually asleep. You could always ask him.
Yeah, like you turn back and Rowan kind of shifts away, like he's
He
annoyed.
was just watching Loston uncomfortably close in that jar the entire time.
Loston was literally like crawling upside down, like he's trying to find a way to escape as a spider.
Every time he crawled upside down, he would hit the top, so he would just fall to the bottom.
Lawson, you turn back and remember everything.
That was pretty. I kind of like that.
Are you done playing games?
I wasn't playing games. I built you
Trauma.
something. God. You can grab your collar whenever. I don't really care. You're being mean. Where's Boone? I gotta give him some gloves.
Oh, I guess Michelle didn't tell you.
God, did he die too? We have no money in the statue fund, and I'm gonna be very depressed the next couple of days.
I wouldn't say he's dead necessarily,
Oh, thank God.
but the fact that I am naming one of the
Those
children
statues are
after
so
him,
expensive.
he
And
may as
I'm
well be
very
dead.
sad he's gone.
No, he's dead.
Oh.
He may as well be. You
I'll
don't have
save
to
my
build a
morning.
statue. We're literally naming a child after him.
By the way, Lawson.
There's only one female in your group.
By the way, Lawson, you have not. You weren't there, technically, when the courier arrived because you already left. So, yeah.
Did you not see the eggs?
The what?
The eggs? You know where babies come from?
Sent me eggs.
There were 2 eggs. We literally sent a courier to you to accept them.
I've been on the road for like 6 days now.
How long ago did we send those eggs?
Less than 6 days.
Like 5 4 days ago.
It feels like it's been like a month.
No. Well, it's been like a month for us.
Feels like forever. Well, the children will be named after Boone and Remy. So you
I'm
don't
gonna try to
have to
decipher
take
what the hell is going on in my shock and loss of Boone.
Give me an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Straight intelligence?
Just straight intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Rowan saying eggs. Rowan also says that Rowan was a bird before.
Yeah, no, that's...
So you put those two together and come up with whatever you want.
You're a... You don't have those organs.
Well, currently, I'm in this stupid fleshy humanoid prison.
Did you polymorph for the sole purpose?
They're not my eggs.
Oh.
They eggs.
Okay, get Michelle to send a message to the housekeeper. Tell him not to eat them or whatever. And I guess I'll deal with that when I get back.
If that housekeeper eats them, you
Hey, did
realize
you leave
I
a note?
will
It's
have
not
to
my
eat
fault.
The housekeeper.
It would be hard to... He's really... go ahead.
We sent a message to take care of the eggs. Supposedly you got them. Michelle's gonna have to send a message.
He can send it to Kriya or Zaldin, either one. Probably Zaldin, though. It's the old
I'm
guy.
not gonna remember that name.
I'll write it down.
I can't read.
Just give it to Michelle. He's smart and handsome and
I'm
strong
not stupid.
Strong.
and tall.
Okay, he's definitely not 2 of those things.
Michelle, you're sneezing somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone's definitely talking about you.
Ugh.
Anyways,
Oh,
I'm very
sulfur.
uncomfortable. There is webs in my pants. I'm gonna head to whatever room I can find.
All right.
Well, dump it yours.
Gross.
So, anything else? I want to know if you. This is your time to
before-
RP and get to know these people, what they can do, what they can't do.
Before Oscar goes to sleep or does anything else, he's gonna seek out Loston once he's a person again. Hey Loston, I was wondering, you're pretty good with all that magic item stuff, right? Since you made the boots and these awesome boots and that collar and all that stuff.
Yes, I'm a gnome. We're very sneaky and have nimble fingers.
Nice. Well, I picked up this like magic rock a while back that like returns when you throw it at stuff, and I was wondering like if you could tell me why it does that.
Do you pick it back up after you throw it?
Yeah, like check this out, and I just turn around and toss it down the hall.
Okay. You hear it clatter, and it goes kind of into the darkness. Oscar, you feel it in your pocket.
Ta-da!
Hmm.
It's a magic returning throwing rock.
You know, the funny thing is, I've been doing this for like 25, 60 years, whatever how old I am, and it's pretty sad that I can't even do that. Yeah, I'll check it out.
No,
So do you take it
hold
from
it
her?
out.
I'll hold it and cast Identify.
Okay.
Hold the rock up so he can do whatever he needs to it.
Give me. I'll say you could give me an Arcana check actually with the identify, to see if you still understand it, because it's something hidden. Okay. So from when you look at it, it's a flat gray river stone, you know, and you know it's just worn and it's flat. It looks like it's a good skipping rock, but on one side there's a weird arcane symbol that you're not used to. Like, it's obviously that symbol that's giving it power, but you have no idea what it's doing. And I mean, it does identify as a luck stone though, where you could gain advantage on a skill or
Well,
on
I
an
know-
ability check of your choice.
One of the properties increases your luck. Has that been happening?
Yeah, like once, yeah, I felt a little like weirdly convergent on fate. It was really weird. Like I thought it was high.
If you give me more time with it, I could probably analyze it, but we can do that another time. I think we gotta focus on what we're doing.
Yeah, I just figured since you were here, I could figure it out. But yeah, totally.
Real quick, I just want to test something because like I've never actually seen this before. Just stand still. I want to see what Big Oscar would look like.
You guys are in a narrow hallway. You cast enlarge, and Big Oscar kind of fills up the hallway, like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
and then the
Oh.
spell kind of dissipates because he can't fit in there and shrinks back.
Okay. Now, real quick, and I want to make a small Oscar.
He reduces to a size smaller than you.
Oh, this is awesome.
Small Oscar's gonna rage and shove prone Loston.
I believe you're reduced. You have disadvantage on strength checks.
I don't think it works as long as they're only one size difference. It should still be the norm.
Oh yeah, because it's a small and small right now.
Yeah.
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 So actually, he would reduce to the size. Actually, still smaller than you, because dwarves are medium, but they are the smaller medium. So when they shrink, they would be just about your or maybe smaller size.
Smaller medium.
Yeah.
So, I'm raging and shoving Loston prone.
Yeah.
so.
Give me an athletics check.
Wow. Oh no.
As Oscar, you know, like his small form grabs you by the wrist, pulls you in, and then like trips you and then shoves you down into the ground.
My weak, frail body.
Take all my silver.
Yeah, this is weird, Loston. But I mean, I thought you'd be like stronger because you're so big now. But
No. Why would you think that?
He
I mean,
thinks
to
you
be
grew.
fair, I guess if I could wrestle like a dragon or something, I'd try it. So, yeah, you being not any stronger when you're bigger than me makes sense.
Well, I'm gonna collect my my money and my tears, and please don't bother me the rest of the night. Thank you.
Thanks for the boots.
You are welcome.
Agronac.
I walk away, still shrunk.
Yeah. All right. Who is in the main kind of like resting area right now in the hideout?
I
Me.
guess Zan is, yeah.
Okay. While Zan, Victor, and Agronac are there with the rest of the other lost and found members, you guys would actually hear a soft knock. Like kind of tapping on one of the walls, like one of the secret walls and entrances.
Someone want to get that?
And you hear like like tapping on different spots.
Aranak, I'm eating. Can you find out what's going on?
I'll
we
go
ask-
check it out.
Should we ask the Don if he's expecting anyone?
God, I want to see him.
It's his place. Where's the Don? I'll ask him.
He did leave. You're not sure where. He's not
Oh.
in the room.
Oh, right. He's not, but he left the building? He didn't just leave the room?
You're not sure exactly where he is. And remember,
Oh,
this is like a labyrinth in here.
Alright,
You can go look for
Aggie,
him if you want.
let's check together. Is there...
Okay.
I guess there wouldn't be a peephole, right?
No. But you guys could go up to the wall and try to find out what's going on. Give me an investigation check, one of you.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Victor starts pressing on different parts of the wall. Agranak,
It's coming from the wall?
yeah. Because a lot of these
Oh, I
entrances to the room
misunderstood.
are just walls, you know.
Okay.
They kind of like slide into place and you can't tell which is the entrance, which is the exit.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Aggie and say, first of all, don't start punching this wall just because there's someone on the other side.
Agranak, what are you going to do?
Well, to be fair, you guys are on the other side. I'm just trying to punch my way to you, Victor.
Oh, well. Well.
He's speechless.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Alright. Still, let's avoid breaking this building. Alright, I'm gonna knock back, I guess?
Okay. Yeah, you hear, you know, when you knock back, you're like, you hear a voice. Is this the right place? Agranak, the voice sounds vaguely familiar. Is this the right place? Are any members of Lost and Found there? Michelle? Don Gigante?
Is that Coriel?
Yes, it's Coriel.
Oh,
Um,
Michelle's boyfriend?
how do we open up?
You could give me an investigation check as you realize, like, it's someone you know. Yeah, you guys have no idea. And he goes, alright, can you guys open the door, please? I would like to, you know, finally meet you all again. Thank you.
Rudely told me not to open the door to strangers.
Well, this is Michelle's special friend, and we should let him in, but
I mean, I'd rather not disintegrate the door if I don't need to.
yeah, we don't want that either.
Alright, let me just take a crack at it from this side. As he kind of lets out a sigh, he just keeps searching for something. You guys could roll me investigation checks, both of you, once more. Victor,
Ooh.
you actually, like, as you're kind of running your hands through, you feel one of, like, the bricks along the way, like, give a little. And you're like, oh. And as you press it, it just kind of slides and spins. And as it does, the whole door kind of spins open with it. And he's like, oh. And before you, you guys see a completely wrapped up and covered in different clothing. You guys could barely see his eyes where it's not covered in Coriel.
Question.
Yes.
Is he invisible
No.
under his bandages?
What?
Is he wearing
The
bandages or is
invisible
just...
man.
No. No,
Oh.
he is a...
You said all we could see was his eyes, so I was picturing him.
Yeah,
The
yeah. You guys
invisible
can
man.
see his eyes, and it's like a bunch of these different like clothing that are designed to kind of wrap around him and cover every part of his body,
Oh,
other than his eyes. So
just very modest.
he can see.
Okay.
Well, there's something about him that you guys can learn if you guys probe deeper, but you'll see.
I'll just assume he's extremely modest
Yeah,
for
he's
the
just very.
time being.
He's just a very modest man. You know,
Yeah.
let's
No
just-
skin
Yeah.
to allure others with.
He's like, I'm so glad I found you. Michelle sent me some, word that you all needed assistance, and I found my way here. It's a labyrinth down here. Traps.
I think that's the point.
Well, yes, it's quite well hidden. And who are all of you that I don't know? As he kind of gets their names and introduces himself. He introduces himself as Coriel, the deserter.
Oh, you're that dead guy I found.
Yes, I want to say thank you. I truly am in all of your debt for saving my life. No, I am Michelle's friend and ally, but now I can count all of you as one of my allies now.
Question. Actually, hold on. Before I ask him this question, can I do a deception check? Or, sorry, an insight check to make sure that it's
It's him?
feel like it's really him?
Okay, yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah, it seems like him. Don't let the dice tell you how to act, but it seems like him.
don't let the dice tell me how to act. How
Like-
else can I play this game,
No,
Peter?
no. Like, don't, like, to you, he's believable. There's nothing
Yeah.
apart from that. Yeah.
What else did you
No,
think
no,
I
no.
would do?
It's fine.
Okay. So what do you mean by the deserter?
Oh, that's just a self-given title for a personal reason.
He really likes desserts.
Well, only if that was so lighthearted, my friend.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call myself that in real life from now on.
So how did you end up in that that tree where we found you?
Oh,
Where we only called you nice things.
well, if you do recall, I was given the job from the Dwarven family heads, just like you. Whichever one you didn't take, I decided to take. And I went down there looking for some, well, interesting artifacts and items, and found presumably what you all found. And boy, was that not a pleasant sight. And I'm glad you all saved me. I don't know what would have become of me if you didn't.
Just real quick, cause I'm not the best at planning things out, but like we went in there with like a group of 6, and we barely survived. Why you went alone?
I did not know what it held, and I attempted to escape, and somehow, well, my spells did not work. It was interrupted or something. I don't know what. And he kind of looks over at you, Agronak. He's like, "Thank you. I want to say, I truly thank all of you."
Yeah, it's no problem. I know you just got here, but you think I could talk to you, buddy?
Yes, alone?
Yeah, preferably.
Well, if that's the case, I guess we could go out into the hallway that we just found, and he walks back out with you into the hallway, and like walks to a certain point where, you know, others shouldn't be listening. So what?
Shouldn't.
Well, what is it, my boy? And do you want to do this in secret, Duke, or do you want to do this where everyone can hear it?
Like, I kind of love the drama of like everyone knowing this.
Oh.
Okay, but that's
Let's
up
go
to
for
you.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's chill here. I'm down.
Metadrama.
meta drama it up. Let's do it.
Yeah. Coriel, I couldn't help but notice that we have something in common.
Yes, you mentioned
We got the same tattoo, man.
similar. Let's just say. I did not know that. Well, I did not know that the left hand was active again. Is that a thing? Is he back?
I mean, I really didn't know that there was a right hand. I just knew that there were puppeteers.
Well, there's plenty of us around.
How did you get caught up with them?
What do you mean how? They have a just cause for what they do, and they needed my skills, and I can use the ones that they're offering.
Just cause? What just cause do they have?
Well, there's too much uncertainty in this world. Even that uncertainty has befallen my race, if you know some history behind it. And let's just say that the right hand is seeking to keep everything in balance. Things that need to happen only happen. Chaos will be a thing of the past.
Doesn't that sound like a little too good to be true?
Yes, but also, doesn't it also sound too good to be true that a wizard can blow up countless number of enemies if he so chooses? Or create a clone of himself, or live forever as a lich? I would say that
You know,
if it's in the realm of possibility,
those things do sort of sound a little bit more attainable rather than there being no more chaos.
well, that's the thing. That's what we are seeking. That is all we're seeking.
Hey, you see that goblin in there?
Yes, I've actually met him before. He's
Yeah?
he's interesting. It's almost as if he's everything that we stand against, but somehow only acts in a positive form. If that makes any sense to you.
Oh, yeah, he's a pretty happy-go-lucky guy.
Well, he seems chaos like a chaos incarnate almost, and things don't act naturally around him. But he doesn't seem to mind at all. He goes about his day happy as can be, and nothing affects him negatively.
Okay.
Why? How do you know Streaks?
Well, he's part of the left hand too.
I didn't
I
understand
know him
about-
from years back.
I see. And you're saying that you were... What were you all planning on doing with him? I did notice the tattoo, but I didn't ask him. I thought it was just maybe a marking. He did not seem to recall much about it, actually, so...
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he streaks. I mean, it's more than just a market. It does stuff, and I feel like I'm a part of something now. I don't really want to be a part of it, though.
Well, why don't you want to be a part of it? I just would like to know, personally.
I mean, from what I saw the left hand do, it's not really my cup of tea.
Well, as far as I knew, the left hand has been gone for close to 800 years, from what I've heard. Are you saying he's back? Just
I mean,
how
I'm
you
back.
returned.
Streaks is back. I guess that guy could be back, couldn't he?
So if you don't want this
Oh,
tattoo,
man.
what do you... if you don't want this marking, then what do you see me as? An ally? An enemy?
Say that again?
If you don't want your marking, and I share this marking with you, what do you see me as?
mean, it's sort of hard to tell.
Because as far as
I know not everyone with these tattoos is a bad guy.
As far as I can see, you are more than friends to me. You have saved my life. It's simple as that. A debt to be paid. And not only that,
That sounds pretty good too.
I mean, you are now on the path, on the road to saving the individual I work for. Crater Falana.
You think if we go through with this stuff, they could owe me a favor?
By they, who are you talking about?
Your creator.
Well, I'm sure they'll be grateful. I'm sure all of the creators will be grateful. I'm sure a favor is the least they can do. Why? What is it that you seek?
A lot. Say, you don't know anyone else with that right arm tattoo, do you?
Well, I know a few members actually, but I'm going to say that it should be an information only for us to know. Why do you ask? Only
I mean, I got the same tattoo. I just want to know who our people are.
Well, there's a few here and there. I know there's one currently working in Talbar, as far as I know. But again, we keep out of each other's business if possible. I've only met 2 others. We act only when asked to act. That is all. We guide the world.
Okay. I mean, the left arm really didn't have a sort of plan like that.
Well, whether we're from the same group or not, maybe there's 2 different philosophies behind it. Or maybe times have changed us. As far as I can tell you, that these people, this group that I'm tied to, we seek to make this place less chaotic.
Say the last part again.
We seek to make this place less chaotic.
Okay. You think, maybe when we get this over with, I could talk to the people you know?
Do you want to join the right hand?
I might.
I'll see what strings I can pull.
Did you just make a puppeteer's pun?
I mean, even I have a sense of humor, my friend. We all must learn to laugh sometimes. Come on, before they get suspicious that we're talking about
I guess I should.
odd. And you kind of
Seems like a really weird, little inappropriate thing to make a pun about. But all right. I'll get.
Yeah, he starts leading you back at that point towards the room.
All right.
You guys see Agranak and Coriel come back. Anything else that you guys want to do? Preparing for this next part of your venture.
I'm gonna do some push-ups. And sit-ups.
Ness's Tempath is definitely looking at you like, oh my god, she's so cute.
And what is Zan's reaction?
She does do some push-ups with you, and when you're trying to
You've decided what Zan's reaction
no,
is?
not Zan, like Nessus.
Oh, okay.
But Nessus also like, if while you're doing sit-ups, like, you know, asking if she can hold your legs while doing that. You know, cause like for support. Or that's what she says.
Is Zan watching?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe.
Zan, are you watching?
Are you asking if I'm watching you do push-ups and sit-ups?
Yeah.
With somebody else.
Intensely, yes.
Okay, she can hold my legs.
Y'all are weird.
We're weird?
No, it's great. I love it. All right. So.
Well, jealousy's good sometimes.
All right.
And if there's still time, Oscar's gonna go up to Streaks and say, hey, I haven't really met you or talked to you, but in case either of us die tomorrow and we don't get to try again, want to arm wrestle?
Sure. And he goes,
Yeah.
Ew.
As you guys go to arm wrestle, give me a strength check. Athletics check, I guess.
Okay. And he's gonna rage.
Oh god, you're gonna destroy him. I gotta pull up his stats real quick.
Seems unfair to rage in an arm wrestling match.
No, really. That's part
Muscles and exertion.
Okay. All right. Well, you instantly start to, like, you know, win. He's not that strong compared to you.
Come on, you're a survivor. You can do this.
He's like, he puts his other hand and starts to pull with it. Like, you know, he's obviously cheating. It's a natural 20.
Wow.
But you are technically tied.
Yeah. Dig deep, man. You can do it.
He's just like giving it his all. Like, he's putting his feet up on the desk, trying to get some leverage in. It's, yeah. Roll me one more time. Well, he rolls pretty badly as his feet slips and he hits his head on the table.
Ooh.
And he loses.
Poor little guy.
Ah, man. You almost had me there, man. I can see how you were able to survive all those terrible, terrible things they said you returned from.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're amazing. You're like the toughest goblin I've ever seen.
I'm very strong.
You bet you are.
And humble.
Hey, if we survive this tomorrow, seek me out. I will definitely train you in the arts of kicking other people's asses.
Whoa.
Promise?
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
All right, you have a deal. And he shakes your hand on it. Yeah. Anything else that you guys would like to do? Michelle, you would probably be back by now, I'll say.
Yeah. So, I also want to hit up a potion shop.
Okay, yeah. You could buy, well, like, what kind of potion shop? Just an
Healing.
alchemist place to...
Just some type of alchemist, yeah.
If it's just healing, then, yeah, I get you some.
Okay. And how many diamonds can I buy?
Diamonds, probably like 2 at most.
2?
Yeah, of
What
what
size?
kind? Well, of the smaller kind. The bigger ones, it's harder to find. There's only one.
Yes.
Anymore.
Well, I'm gonna be asking. I'm gonna walk up and be like, okay, I've been here before. You sold me diamonds before. How many diamonds do you have?
Depends on the size you're looking for.
How many diamonds do you have?
We have 3, but I can only
Yes.
sell a certain amount still, sir. How much are you looking for?
I'm looking for all your diamonds. Do you not see what I'm trying to say to you?
Well, I get that, and I would love to make a
Yes.
sale,
Yes.
but
I start pulling money out of my bag. Okay, how much is it gonna cost
He's
for
like,
these diamonds?
well, all right. I can, let's say, fudge the books. So you came by. Somebody else came by. Give me a second name. Who are you, sir? How would you like to buy the other diamond?
Well, I am Michelle Eldoran, and my other person is, let's say, Oscar Ironfist.
Fantastic. And he starts writing those names down. Well, let's just say for these diamonds, it is the smaller ones, about 300 each.
Okay.
And we have 2 of them in stock. The other one, you said 500, right? That's the one you needed. We have 1 of those in stock. However, for this transaction, I'm gonna have to charge a service fee for said multiple buying interaction.
Understandable. Okay.
Total.
Can we just get to the number?
Total comes down to 1,500 gold.
Whew, oh. Hey Zan. 1,500 for 3 diamonds. Is that good?
I mean, you're paying an extra 400 gold. If wait, what diamonds are we getting here?
Deal.
Michelle.
Fantastic, sir. I'll get them right for you. And he brings them back. How many healing potions were you thinking about?
Let's say 4.
4? Okay. If you're buying 4, they're about 65 each here. 260 gold pieces.
Oh, those are not as expensive as I thought. Do you have more?
No, actually, we're out. I'm sorry, sir.
Any bigger ones?
We have 1 greater healing potion, but that is considerably more expensive.
I'll take it.
All right. That's 280 gold pieces.
Okay, and all that together? I'm not the good math. You're you're the sale person.
540 gold pieces.
540. Let's just make it even 500. Why deal with an extra 400?
You mean extra
40? Sorry. Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
I mean, it's just easier for me to just like all my gold bags are split into 500.
Well, sir,
you're gonna make me split one of these bags open and pull out 40 coins?
Well, I need to make a living too, you know.
Jesus, you're literally breaking my bag, and I put one 500 thing, and I open it, and I slowly start giving them 40, but one by one.
She's counting along. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9.
7, 7, 8, 9.
7.
I'm gonna see if I can like sneak 1 or 2 gold away.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Not stealth, sleight of hand then.
Oh, 9.
Okay.
And that's 40.
Sir, actually, you miscounted.
Did
here,
I told you I'm not good at math.
Here you go. And she removes 1 of the coins, and she didn't count properly, and I rolled a natural 1.
Oh my god.
And she removes 1 additional coin from the pile you made. It's like, there we go. That should be 400.
Okay.
And 540 gold pieces. Perfect. And she gives you the. I rolled it. I was like, well.
Hey, math is hard.
Yeah, it's fine. Counting to 40 can be very complicated.
Well, thank you for these potions.
No problem. Come back anytime. As you.
Will do. I gotta go to Mysterial. Take care.
You teleport back to You're gonna teleport back to Missouri with all your goods that you have, and now you guys are prepared.
Well, guys, good news and bad news.
Yes.
Good news is I have diamonds and potions. Bad news is I spent $2,000.
Dollars? What are
Wow.
dollars?
You know these things, these round things?
That's a
I
dollar.
don't know. It's the nickname I give it.
Cute.
If I I call them dollars, then it's not as bad as saying 2,000 gold. Oh god, I spent 2,000 gold.
I still don't know where you get all this money from, Mish, because
Oh, this
my
is still the
God.
group gold.
I
I
still
mean-
don't know where you get all this money from, Mish.
Is that why
Yeah.
you didn't message me back?
Yeah. Well, diamonds. Would you like them?
Yeah, stick them in my pocket.
I stick 2 of the diamonds, and one of them I'm just gonna take.
Dimitri at this point would be like, so how are we gonna split the party? I'm gonna stick with Rowan, for sure. As far as I know, I can't trust you all to save his life. Comes down to it.
Rude. I just
mean,
saved his life the other
I
day.
saved his life yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Even though I hate to say it, and Zan would hate to hear it from me as well, I think I need to stick with Zan, because if shit goes south, I can always get Zan out of there.
That
That's
is
Nah,
that is important.
I think I
But
need
there-
to stick with you guys, because if I get mind controlled, I just kill the rest of the group for the other people. So
Yeah.
Mowgli speaks up. Well, I'm going to stick with San. I just want to make sure she's going to be alright.
Well, Drake's after me and Victor, so I mean,
The extra
be
protection
best.
is needed.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
And
If you guys don't need more protection, I could always go with someone else.
at this point, San, Mowgli's like, just bring it in real quick. And she gives Zan and Victor a hug. And when
Oh.
she splits, you notice there's 2 marks on her breastplate now. And they're 2 symbols that look like 2 circles. Like one on top of the other, and there's 2 of them. And she's like, that should do it. They
Wait.
should protect us.
What? Who? Just us 3?
Oh, you 2. I want to make sure you all are right.
Do I know what this spell is?
You know that she has a unique armor piece, like, her breastplate is connected to it, that allows her to take some damage for others that she cares for. So this is her way of doing it.
Right.
I think it's warding bond, but it's
Mowgli, that was a
casted.
really bad idea.
I think that's a very good
Because
idea.
I have to hit myself to heal them.
Well, I get to choose when I decide to use this.
Okay, you're fine then.
So if something horrible happens, I'll make it count.
Well, thanks, Mowgli.
Alright.
No problem, dearie.
Healing potions? Who wants them?
I do.
Okay.
I think
Would you like a big one or a small one?
Is it by size or by power?
I mean,
Both.
this one's... Yeah, both.
Both. I guess a big one.
Here you go.
Thank you. So I'm assuming by big you meant a greater healing?
Greater.
Okay.
Yep.
You should probably give one to Rowan. He seems to like to run in and get knocked unconscious. That's
Sure.
Rowan.
I have 2
Hey,
currently.
when did you wake up?
Like a while ago.
Rowan's in the doorway, just kind of like leaning up
As I
against
said.
it in the shadow.
Rowan likes to fall unconscious, so you should probably give him
I don't like to fall unconscious. You just don't seem to ever heal me first with the pretty boy over here.
Yeah. Zan does pick favorites.
Well, look, can you blame her?
I know, right? With Victor's beautifulness and mine, like, it's really hard to choose a third.
I heal Oscar more than both of you combined, so
Yeah,
It's not
I
needed.
get in the thick of it a lot.
Uh,
Yeah.
Corio's like, well, I'm
do you
gonna
like one?
say my specialties, since this side seems so impressive already, I'm gonna side with the other individuals. And he starts to like introduce, like kind of get to know them a bit more, talk to them.
Is
As
that the piss man we saved?
yeah, it's peaceful.
I do want to thank you if you were part of the group that did save me. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wasn't a problem. The temple was collapsing, but we carried you out anyways.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I knew, I wasn't coming back. So
There's a scary place.
it was extremely terrifying, and it's terrifying when my magic didn't work at a certain point.
I had the same problem.
Yes. So
That's weird. I didn't. And I give props to Moogly.
I mean, my magic worked too, but I guess that kind of makes sense that it did. I guess.
Yeah.
well, I will. This time, I think you all are well suited, and I feel like the other individuals can use let's say, a disintegration ray or two.
Would you like a potion?
Oh no, I think I should. I will be fine. As
Okay.
for your other friends, and kind of gestures to them, they might use one. They might be able to use one.
Well, if no one's gonna take them, I'm just gonna keep them.
As well as I mean, I'll take them if you're giving them out. You know how expensive those are?
Not that expensive. This is like only 65 gold.
Yeah, Lawston does not pay us well, and he takes a decent cut. And
Yeah,
like
but
Lawston
he
and
makes
Willow.
cool rhinoceroses, does he not?
Yes, and Willow's like one of her ears are pointed towards Lawston, like expecting him to say something.
I mean, they're not lying, but it's not like they're still alive. So there's a reason for that.
Yeah, he does supply us with cool items every once in a while that he makes. I like these boots that he made me. And she like
Yeah, boots of iron stature. Trademark.
Nice.
As for that potion, she kind of like gestures you to toss it. Yeah,
Yeah, I throw it.
catches it. She's like, so who's this asshole we're up against? I mean, other than the dragons, I mean, care to explain?
Victor?
What? Say that again?
Care to explain this asshole we're up against?
Oh, yes. So I thought he was a vampire, but now I'm getting some pushback on that, so maybe he's not.
Are we?
He's a bad actor.
Can can someone draw him? Like, I would like to at least see what we're dealing with.
I'll draw him, so I'm gonna pull out one of the drawings of me and draw a little stick figure next to it and be like, so this is me and then this is Drake. He's not as cool or strong as I am, or as good looking, or as good of an actor. But we used to work together. And,
The drawings don't help.
no, I feel like this is a pretty good likeness.
I'm gonna attempt to draw one in my book.
Okay. Either way. So we used to be in the same theater troupe, and I was the star, and then he came along and he kept trying to get my roles, and it seems like after I left that he did start getting my roles.
So, a jealous man turned what? Power hungry lunatic.
Yes, it seems like it. I don't really know enough about how he gets his powers, but he's able to control people now.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if they get a control of that, rockhead over there, and points towards Oscar.
Well, that's what all this
Yeah.
wax is for.
I see.
So take some before you guys head off. Shove it in your ears.
She grabs some. Nessus, can you do something about the charm? And she's like, if he appears, and we know it's him, I'll do something. I'll take care of it. As for this dragon gear thing, ooh. Like how big you guys think it is?
Well, the dragon, so like it's gotta be at least the size of like 4 carts.
All right.
It's a
Don't
quick
worry,
Yeah.
I'll handle the little dragon. You can kill all the tiny robots.
Can you just like do your magic and make the robots on our side? I've seen you do it before.
I think
You know, remember
I think
remember
Michelle's
when
talking
Henri?
to Lawston.
Remember when Henri destroyed all those dogs? We had to
Oh, you
Destroy-
mean
meddle with
Kill
you
10
mean
dogs
she
in one
just
go?
absolutely decimated those puppies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderstat.
I didn't really turn the robot on our side. We just kind of reprogrammed him for a little bit, and
Okay.
that took all of my effort because there was a lot of wires, and I'm a bit rusty on robot anatomy.
So that's a no to the dragon, because that would be
Well,
sick.
I mean, if I get the chance to try it.
Oh, Victor has that pendant. Could he maybe shove it in the dragon or something and control it then? Or no, we gave that to the Dawn. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, knowing lost it, he can do anything, and I inspire him.
I know I can do anything.
Alright, so I want to ask you guys, is there anything else you guys are wanting to do today? Preparing anything else? This is my last time asking. Because
I'm getting my
you guys are gonna
thing from Zan.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, this is mine. Back the hell up.
I'm just gonna take it from her.
The metal collar actually unlatches like the one easily, unlike the one that Rowan you were forced to wear. It looks extremely similar to the one that you were wearing when you
This is
first
so
met
cruel.
them. Yeah. So it's like this metal collar.
Now you want the collar, eh?
Sorry, did
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
say that
talk
it
to
looked
Wilson.
cool? Because it looks pretty sick.
Alright.
Anyway,
Can I get one
you can,
that
you
makes
can hold your
try it.
breath.
turns into your face?
It recycles the air in your mouth, so you can hold your breath twice as long.
It basically lets
Well, that's
you.
very
Didn't we
interesting.
modify it, Dylan?
I think we modified it to that.
No, we modified it to be able to breathe underwater.
Oh yeah, you can also breathe underwater.
That's what it was, yeah.
Nice.
Well, that seems rather useful. Kind of a cruel design for it, but
Well, you know.
Do you know how
Tough
to
love.
swim, Rowan?
I know how to flail in the water.
Well, hey,
Well,
now you don't need to.
Exactly. You got water safety.
Great.
Just make sure you open it not while underwater, because then you're just trapped in a water bubble.
Alright.
Perfect.
So, your day comes to an end. You guys have all your allies together. And the next day, with Don's input, he decides to bring him and Tilly, Sona's still too injured, to go on like a combat thing. He decides to go with Lawston. Keep an eye on Lawston mostly. But brings Tilly along for some extra backup to head to the factories, one of the factories. He laid out a map, pointed you guys to the direction that you guys need to go. He did say that your wanted levels are gone. You guys are technically not wanted anymore. He said, I take a precaution. Keep an eye out on people that are eyeing you strangely.
Does seem a little suspicious.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
As for the other group, I don't think we really need to hide. They probably won't see us coming at all. So, as he wishes you good luck, you guys go your separate ways. I want to know how you guys are gonna get to the factory. It's on a separate island. If you guys are gonna make any attempts to stealth or just kind of walk down the streets, because you guys aren't wanted, or test out how wanted you guys are.
I would like to be stealthy.
Okay.
I would like to put a cloak over myself.
Okay. So basically, like cloak stealth, hood
Yeah.
stealth.
Yeah. Hood. Let's see, stealth.
Moogly stands out. She's like a 7 foot.
I'd also like to
Fine.
point out, Zan, I am lending you those boots,
I
by
know.
the way. Okay.
My armor is very heavy.
I'm
Okay.
just making sure that we knew that one.
Lending.
And I disappear.
See ya.
21, 10, 4, 10, 31. All right. As for the others that are with you, there's two other individual. One thing you noticed is Inspira is still not with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Just like her. She probably got a shift at like Wawa's or something.
Probably planning to kill us again.
The old
Nah,
Wawas.
she's probably just in an alley or something.
It's
and
funny
invisible.
because you guys don't know or haven't been around Wawa to talk about it like normal people that know about Wawa. So you guys add an
Yeah,
S
I'm
to the
kind
end
of
of
offended,
it.
man.
Yeah, they keep adding an S to the end of it. It's just Wawa. There's no multiple.
Wawa.
Yeah,
Do you have multiple Wawa stores?
it's not Wawa.
Then it's Wawas.
It doesn't matter. It's still Wawa. There,
I
when
just
you are.
hope you realize how stupid it sounds whenever you say
No,
it like
no,
that.
it sounds really dull. I
It's
know.
not Wawa. It's Wawash.
You can't fuck with Philly people about Wawa though. They love it.
No, you really can't. You know.
Good thing I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I don't get it either. I'm not from Philly, but
Yeah,
they
you
love
can't. It's just a thing. You guys will just have to accept me and Ian for that.
it.
As for
We'll judge you silently in our hearts.
all right, so you guys are walking down like major streets and across the bridges. Like even some of the humanoid guards, they just kind of nod at you, like how's it going? And you guys aren't trying to like hide too much, but also blending in a bit with the crowd. Yeah, they're not. No one seems to be bothering you. No one seems to be
No
acting
one.
strange. Everyone seems normal. It's quite sunny out right now. The one thing you would notice is from this island you can see Parhelion, or where it should be, that cloud upper floating platform that's a building. And it's still completely cased itself in like a sphere of a cloud. So
Man, that thing's
Yeah.
gotta kill a lot of birds when it's like that.
as you guys continue down and finding your way closer to the factory, sub-factory that Don has pointed out, it as you guys are walking towards it, one thing starts to catch your guys' attention. There's more and more people following behind you. Just normal civilians, just kind of walking along, beside you or around you. They seem to be going in the same direction as you.
Are they following?
Oscar's gonna pick up the pace just a little bit,
Okay.
Yeah. Are
like
they?
speed walk kind of deal.
Does it seem like they're following, or they just happen to be going the same way?
Kind of a bit of both, from what you can tell.
If I glance
Fanatics.
back, do I meet any eye lines like they've been staring into the back of my helmet?
When you turn back, if one or two of them are like they kind of look at you, they smile, they're like, and they give a little wave, like, yeah, hello.
Hey guys, well, how about we go down this alley?
And
Agreed.
you guys turn
Yeah.
towards the alley.
Yeah.
As you guys turn towards the alley, you realize there's a bunch of people in that alleyway that just kind of
Nope, not in the
start
alley.
gathering. And
How many people are in our group?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now.
8. Okay, guys.
You
I think we got Bolt.
If it's time to go, I could turn 5 of you invisible.
at this point you would, what are you guys doing after seeing?
Are we blocked in this alleyway?
No, you guys aren't blocked. You guys were
Give it-
prevented from going into it as people kind of funneled towards
Yep.
the alleyway.
And how far away from the factory are we?
Probably you're not exactly sure how far because you haven't seen it. You were told the description. It should be a good 10-15 minute walk from this point.
How about we go for a light jog day?
What a wonderful day for a jog!
Yes,
running.
yes, what a
Yes.
wonderful day for a jog.
We love jogging.
Well,
By the way, you guys hear that voice from behind.
Oh crap.
well. So, how do you want to drop them?
Don't worry, I got this. I hold up my holy symbol. I cast my channel divinity, and I just yell, "Hey, turn around, leave us alone!" and make the entire crowd around me within 30 feet make a wisdom save.
Okay, I'm gonna make a generic one for
Yeah,
all of them.
whatever.
Okay.
No, make 120 wisdom saves. Do it.
Well, it's an 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, not a single person is charmed by Helm.
I'm gonna just say, since
It's
I
not that,
rolled it
like,
for
low of a
everyone, you hear, well, that went really well for you, didn't it? As there's more kind of people standing around looking at all of you, just oddly. There's more people kind of funneling and gathering closer to you all.
I'm just gonna start sprinting.
Yep.
A lot of the people just kind of get in your way, kind of like.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'll be sprinting too, I guess.
Okay.
Sprinting as well.
You realize this crowd of people is getting in your way and slowing you guys down. Imagine, like, running through a crowd, like trying to push through people and stuff like that without hurting them, especially
Yeah.
like without literally like having a shovel in the way. It's like knocking people out of the way. Like, as you're doing that, you guys are making your way through, and then all of a sudden it clears. There's no one in front of you, at least directly in front of you. It's an open square, and you notice that the whole square and every street is kind of filled. All kind of staring in your general direction. And from the other side, one person just kind of steps out.
Oh no.
And it's Drake Action.
Oh.
My, what a wonderful day, isn't it?
No.
I start putting
I
the wax.
pull the
earplugs
wax
in.
and shove it in my ears.
Now don't bother. I'm not gonna try that with you.
Still shoved it in my ears. I can't hear him.
Yeah, you can't hear him, so Oscar, you have no idea what they're saying. Same
I
with
put
you,
my hand out to Oscar as in, give me some.
I mean, what are we gonna do about this? Huh?
I'll put my hand out too. I want some. I'm not gonna put
Yep.
it in yet, but. Thank
I mean, you're all headed towards something, I presume.
Yeah, we're going out to lunch. We can't do that. Like,
Oh, I mean, if you are going out to lunch, would you mind if I joined you?
yes.
Yes, we would.
100%.
Oh, that's so rude. I mean, I'm sure
No.
everyone else in the city would
Don't
love
invite yourself.
to have me join them for lunch.
Well, they're
Everyone
welcome.
else, keyword.
Yeah, they can have you for lunch. We're not interested.
Well, maybe they're interested in having you for lunch then.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I kind of think so. I mean, everyone should show their affection for the Victor Cannon now, shouldn't they?
Not through cannibalism.
Well, through some kind of means at least. And he snaps his fingers, and as he does, everyone starts to kind of close in on
Oh,
you
no.
all. And this is where we pick up next time.
Of course.
Ah!
Of course.
Hey Oscar, why are they coming towards us?
I don't know, but we're gonna kill them all.
What?
as the mob, basically mobs of hundreds of people start to close around you guys. That's where we'll pick up next time. Depends on how you guys want to try to get away or even fight them or kill these individuals. We'll see how this works out. And not only that, what Don Gigante said about seeing Drake Action in sunlight. Well,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah, he's out in the middle of the day right now talking, giving
Yeah.
orders.
You proved me wrong.
We'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, those of you guys that are still here. And we'll be back next week with more questionable role models. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
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 All right. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I know it was a lot of setup, but go on.
I really like sessions where it's not just fighting, where we can actually just, talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. It's great. But now you guys have a whole mob to deal with.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Zan doing her one fire from the sky spell, and oh, there's no more mob.
Yeah, that's fine by
Just
me.
cast Dawn on everybody.
That's fine by me. I mean, Moogly, if you know, if she
It was self-defense, Moogly. Mob